Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good afternoon, a good morning, and a good evening, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. I am Papa P1. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good one so far. Welcome back to the stream. We are here finally on the main story. Net, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. It's been a minute since we last seen you. Arturo, welcome back as well. And Dragon Destroyer. Hello, both of you. Glad to have you guys back here again. It's going pretty well. Made a lot of progress on content last night. Visit my grandparents as well for dinner because I went to go drop my mom off for her to get her hair cut. So that was a lot of fun. Seeing them and enjoying their company. Always really good to have to be there for them and to always be there for their cooking. Their cooking put me to sleep early last night. But anyway, it's been good. So, whoa! It's icy, yo, whoa, that's crazy. You finally, yo, glad to have you here, yo, oh, yo, that's awesome. You're here. I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. For those who do not know, she has been a day one for Ironclad Nebula, and she has been helping me a lot with helping run the guild and helping with Discord. So she has been a tremendous help, and for her to be here, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely insane. Glad to have you here. Really glad to have you here. Net, today's a good day for PGR content. A story stream for Selena's chapter, new live frame, and best of all, new commandant during gameplay. Really? Okay. We got some new stuff coming out. Okay. Nice. A commandant gameplay. Do we get to customize the commandant? I've heard that I have seen leaks way back yonder, and I do remember you could change it between a girl and a dude, but I believe that was all you could do. I did hear that Liv was getting a new frame, and I also know that there was something else on top of that. Oh yeah, the 6th anniversary is coming up too. That is something as well. That is also the biggest. I think that was the biggest one too. Is that the 6th anniversary is going to be happening? When does that come out? Do we know when that is getting released? That way I can kind of get prepared. But I also know some other things on top of that. I'm not gonna say, but just want to make sure. November 13th. Really? Okay, that's not too far away. I thought that was gonna be a lot far. I thought that was gonna be a lot farther than I thought it'd be. It was gonna be a lot farther than I thought it'd be. Hey, but you know what? We take it. November 13th. All right, that's today. What day is that? Let me check. I can't check on this monitor. I have to check on my phone. November 13th. Ooh, that's a Thursday. You know what? We're streaming that day. You know what? We are streaming that day, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I am making really good progress on some things in the back end of content. I cannot wait for you all to see it. I just have to be patient. But when I'm able to, I cannot wait for you all to see it. So, okay. I hope everyone's ready. We are finally doing Selena's we are finally on the main story, Pilgrimage. I am very excited to do it. We got to do, though, first thing on the list, we have to do her affection story. Because from what I've heard, that is kind of like the mandatory thing before we actually get into her main story. So it's kind of like, this is kind of like the appetizer before we get into the main dish, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe it's only six episodes? Yeah, only 6 episodes, so that's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Okay. I am excited to do this. And I do believe, if I am not mistaken, this is also voiced. If I'm not mistaken, it is also how she got. I believe, yes, I believe that this is voiced, which will be very nice. And I'm fucking with the music today too. Ooh, hey, saving 50k BC for now. Gonna be broke soon when the patch comes. Oh, you say y'all better be saving up now. Y'all better be saving up now. This is gonna be crazy. Now, also, I think what I want to do too is when the actual live stream for the 6th anniversary comes out, I do kind of want to maybe stream that. What do you all think? Should I stream that for the upcoming live stream, or when that live stream drops? I don't remember when, but should I stream that? Also, let me pause my music. As much as I do like the groove of this music, we'll have to play it later. Okay, and do this. Yeah, all right. I believe this is voiced. If I'm not mistaken here, I believe it is voiced. We can do a watch party for chat on stream. Yeah, we can do a watch party. That's what it's called, a watch party. I think that'd be fun. I think a watch party would be really dope. I'll just have to make sure that the audio is ready to roll and up, so that way everyone can hear it. So, I should be able to get my hands on Liv's new framing weapon, and I'm saving for her cub. What's her cub? Do we know what the cub is? Yeah, it's all voiced. Hell yeah, I'm excited. I am excited for this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. God, you look good. All right, here we go. The appetizer, Selena Pananissimo. I think I butchered that name, but that's all right. Chapter 1, here we go. Let's get started. Behind the scenes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! Here we are! Finally! Finally here! We're finally here! Let's do it. No! I thought it was gonna be English dubbed! You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I can work with it. I'll work with it. We can always, hey, you know what? We just gotta be able to bounce. We gotta be able to bounce. This is something we gotta do. We gotta bounce. Here we go. In a long, she is in a long, deep slumber. Wow, is this her voice in the Japanese? A solitary iris blooms upon the ground. No matter the distance between two stars, even if they have to go go from singularity to heat death, their light will travel across the galaxy to solar corona in the galactic cantilever to break wall of time and space to meet each other. Her Japanese voice and English voice are some of my favorites in PGR personally. They did such an amazing job. This is her Japanese voice. This is really, really nice. I do enjoy that. An empty song echoes through her universe. Her JP voice is so sweet. Her EN is very good too. Yes, I would say both are very, very good. I really enjoy both of them. A wandering whale drifts through the sea of stars. It represents you, conductor, and also me. Oh, which finger you talking about here? Hold on now. Which finger you talking about? Ooh, Stero's awake from her deep slumber. Hey, okay. And the body size of a mountain leaps from the water on the countless stars and hangs in midair like a crescent moon. I would really, really like to one day see a humpback whale, or a blue whale. I think they're the same thing, but I would really like to see one day in person when I go scuba diving. That would be fucking crazy. That would be so awesome to do. Yo, dude, the paintwork goes crazy. She hears the whale singing under the starry sky. Wow. Ooh, right off the rip a solo guitar? I would love to see the whales in person. I never saw one before, but it'd be awesome. It would be an awesome experience. It'd be such an awe-dropping moment, but you would have to be really composed so that way you don't like waste too much of your breath from it. So here we go. Selena leans against a fallen stone pillar, awakening in the faint light of dawn. Damn it, it's not English dub, but it's fine. It's fine. This is my first time actually hearing her JP voice, so this gives me an opportunity to listen to it. I'm not mad. When she wakes up, Selena starts checking her mind and sees that things seem no more promising than they usually do. She lets out a quiet sigh. On the earth now scorched brown, the agent known as the Merciful One had cleansed the punishing anomalously matter from her broken frame, removed the heterocore shards from her body, and used the red tide to reconstruct her frame. Now that's interesting, okay. While what the Merciful One has done come to her as a miracle, it did little to alleviate her troubles. Due to the prolonged exposure of the heterocore shards, her mind was nearly destroyed. While the Merciful One managed to keep her mind relatively stable, her memories are beyond repair. To stabilize her mind and recover her lost memories, Selena wanders alone across the land to trace the poems and songs of her past. Okay, so this is... Okay, whoa, okay, so this is... Now, is this after she got captured by Gabriel, or is this... Or is this before we actually meet her? The first time in, like... Oh, God, I don't know what chapter it was. Way long ago. When we had to fight her as that boss, basically. Is this after Gabriel? Or is this before or after we had to fight her as a boss? After her brief walk down memory lane, Selena managed to stabilize her mind. She opens her eyes again to look at the reconstructed frame. Afterwards... Ooh. Okay. After she becomes Siren boss. Okay, so after we quote unquote free her. Okay. Good to know. Oh, where have I heard this voice actress from? I want to say I heard it from... I want to say I've heard her from Honkai Impact 3rd. I want to say that this is Durandal. I want to say that this is her voice actress. The pink-haired woman in the hood reveals a mysterious smile. It was by chance that the lonely wandering girl encountered that merciful agent again on the snowy plains. Yeah, I want to say that this is Durandal's voice actress. I do like that I don't have to kind of voice act them both. That is a kind of nice breather. Gives me a chance to be a sponge here and understand how they do their voice acting and how I can learn from it. So this is a nice opportunity for me. The dimmer your core gets. Today, her core still maintains that pale blue light. Her tone hints at disappointment, though not despair. She has long accepted her predicament after countless similar mornings. Like a lonely whale calling in the deep sea, she searches for her lost memories. That is such a sad way to put that. Selena hears the active voice of punishing ahead after trudging through the desolate town. There might be something ahead. She clings to hope, pulls her cloak tighter, and trots through the snow. But, again, she finds nothing. The spot that was emanating intense signals just moments ago is completely empty, covered in pristine white snow. Similar situations have played out repeatedly ever since she woke up. It's as if something has been altered. Temporal information is jumbled and chaotic so frequently she hears misleading signals.
おそらく別の時間の物語のものですね。
Hold on one second. Needed to make sure something was good. Alright. Their story maybe even happened in another timeline. Now, okay, hold on. How do you know about different timelines? How do you know about different timelines here? Selena murmurs to herself as she runs her hand all over the snow. At midday, sunlight spills across the snow as countless golden threads weave between the bare branches stretching toward the deep blue sky. This rare warmth gives the weary wanderer a moment of peace. The drifting traveler decides to rest here, a brief pause in her long search. Selena suddenly remembers something and carefully gets out a yellowed letter from within her coating. Her JP voice is Mamako Nolo. Oh, Noto? Is it Noto? Yeah, Noto. Who was responsible for Mavis from Fairy Tale 100-Year Quest, Yuxuan from ZZZ, Spirits / Perpesia, and Dravanova from Shy, and the Warhammer Titan from Attack on Titan, and more. Holy shit, she has a very reputable resume. So she was Mavis from Fairy Tale? Which one's Mavis is the one that's the bartendress. I think that's how you say it. I think that's the official name. Bartendress. No, I think it's bartender. Was the bartender and then the one that could turn into a demon, correct? Or is Mavis the one that has the one that turns into a cat or has like cat paws? I can't remember which one's which. But I want to say Mavis is the one that can turn into a demon. Selena reads the writing on the letter quietly, word by word, words she had memorized long ago. Mavis. Oh, I'm a goofy. I am a goofy. Mavis. Now, yes, the first. Yes. Now that you saw the first Guildmaster, yes. The first Guildmaster, the one that is with fucking what's his face? It's been a minute since I've seen Fairy Tale. That was Mira. I got them two mixed up. Mavis, yes. Blonde girl, first master of Fairy Tale. I got it. See, y'all see what I mean? Y'all, as soon as y'all give me a little bit of context, I'm good to go. I know what it is. All right, here we go. Within her mind shattered, she no longer remembers when she received this email or when she transcribed it into the paper from her memory. Who wrote the letter to Iris? Am I Iris? She feels connected to this letter. Each time she reads the worn words, her mind, burdened and shattered, finds a moment of peace. The scene described on the page always awakened hazy bits of memory within her, vague yet so bringing her flashes of happiness. The girl with the eyelash-colored eyes gazes up at the crystal clear sky as she presses the age paper to her chest. Perhaps it's the gentle warmth of sunlight, or perhaps it's the perfect tranquility of this moment, but the girl's mind finds a peace it hasn't known in a very long time. The wandering traveler pulls a severely worn fountain pen from her pocket and opens it the journal. She begins to write a reply on one of its pages, a letter she doesn't know when, if ever, she'll be able to send out. Hold on now. Whoa. That letter was to us? Where's that at? Where? Nope, we read that part. Very fragile Iris. Hello. Wait. Suddenly remembers to carefully get the yellow word code in the pages full of fragile, yet the readings managed to keep perfectly intact. Iris. Okay. Threw me for a loop, but that's alright. This reply may never find its way into your hands, but I'm writing. Don't you worry! It will go into my hands! It will get into my hands. I promise you that. I promise you I will find a way.
私たちが再会する日は訪れます。
Also, what I do like about learning or hearing these voice actors and actresses is that I can also pick up on a little bit of Japanese on top of that. So that is also a nice touch. A very nice touch. It's very welcoming like that. Blaze Warrior! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. I commented on a post from the English voice actress from Wandering Waves saying that I would do my best to achieve my goal of becoming a voice actor. She commented back saying, "Yeah! Hell yeah! That's what's up! That's what's up! Okay! Hey, you're doing it! Hey, you're doing it! That's some fucking big ups right there! Hell yeah! Yo, that's fucking balls right there! That's awesome, bro! That's awesome to hear that! Hell yeah, hey, that's confidence right there. That's a big confidence booster right there. Woo-wee! Hell yeah, that's awesome. Hey, now you just gotta work. You just gotta work now. You gotta put the time in. You just gotta put the time in. That's all you gotta do now. Put the time in, put the time in, put the time in. Hey, you gonna do it. Hey, woo-hoo! You got me hyped for you. You got me hyped for you. That's fucking awesome to hear. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That is so fucking cool. That is great. That is fucking awesome. I'm happy for you, bro. Happy for you, happy for you, happy for you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on here.
でも今はまだ少し時間を
Shit! That's also something I gotta learn too. I also gotta learn to know the pacing of this, because sometimes I'll skip forward. But that's alright. She gazes toward the nearby horizon with tender hope in her heart. From trudging alone across snowy plains to scaling mountain peaks, she continues her journey, following the course of rivers. I've walked through winter into spring and summer. I listen to the whispers of wind as it guides me into my search for direction. I traverse 1,000 rose garden across 1,000 creeks and rivers. I wish to be like a hovering white dove, landing once more upon your shoulder when we meet again. Oh, I promise you we will meet. Oh, I promise you that. We're gonna meet again. Today, I've arrived at another unfamiliar location. Beneath the verdant mountains winds a shallow stream within the secluded valley. An echo of a violin resonates beautifully. The rushing waterfall creates a deep, resonant melody, inviting me to join in with my violin. There is no audience, no stage, no curtain call, no applause. I simply play until I grow tired, until my heart is content. When I am putting away my violin, a songbird hovering over the trees brings me a piece teal in the amber. Encased within the resin is a flower I've never seen before. After taking a look at the gem, I place it on an open patch of land. A wondrous divine thought flashes briefly in my mind. It's a single language whose profound meaning is understood without being spoken. I hope someone will find it, and then I hope that a fellow traveler on their own journey might see the same scenery I see now. Where do we see this scenery? We're out here. I'm out here putting my fucking life on the line and just seeing nothing but fucking battlefields and shit. And Selena's is out here on a side quest, just taking in the scenery that I do not see anywhere. She lifts her pen from the last letter and puts down a full stop of an elegant circle on the slightly worn notebook. In the past, she would always worry about whether her wording was appropriate after she finished writing, and her words might be misleading. But now, no such concerns or longer troubles in her heart. The girl carefully holds her journal against her chest, softly murmuring the name of her correspondent, sealing the feeling into her heart. Ah! I'm gonna find you! We gonna find you! We are gonna find you! Her mind fluctuates, and the azure core remains hopelessly murky. Time remains disoriented and inverted, and the melody created by the punishing is equally chaotic and entangled. Yet as long as she still exists, she always finds herself before her mind is squished to ashes. So, would this be considered her as an ascendant then?
この旅路がどれだけ長くても白い鳩はいつかあなたの肩に舞い降ります。
Taking a deep breath, she pulls herself together and sets forth on her journey once again toward the rising sun.
82号都市はここでしょうか。
She followed the guidance of the wind on a long, arduous journey to reach the city in ruins. She isn't surprised by the scene. Travelers had warned her that this small town was likely destroyed early in the punishing outbreak. It is utterly destroyed, so there appears to be nothing worth remembering. But that's only in the eyes of an ordinary person.
赤潮の声が聞こえる
The girl with the long hair kneels to touch the ground as the remnants of red tide gently surge and recede. A frame constructed by the red tide naturally can hear the red tide's voice. A frame constructed by the red tide yeah, okay, so she is maybe an ascendant? I want to say that that's the case, because no one else can really do that. If no one else can see the words they left behind, then she will be one to record it all.
記録82号都市
She walks among the ruins and opens her journal once more.
パニシングに飲み込まれた砂漠の中の都市ここは赤潮に囲まれている
It's been her habit to record what she sees before reading the red tide's voice. The fragmented notes piece her memories together, allowing her to access the more authentic past. She closes her journal and bends down after completing her record.
あなたたちの声を聞かせて
Selena puts her palm to the ground. Her core gently emanates a pale blue light as threads emerge from the ruins to form a grid. Oh wow. A vision of the past shows the town as vibrant and thriving. It seems that early in the punishing outbreak, at least before the red tide arrived, this place was still intact. A group of people gathered at a town plaza.
みんな聞いてくれ全員が生き残るためには協力しなければならない世界政府はアルカディアグレートエスケープを始めると言っている全員を空中庭園に連れて行くとだが全員が行けるはずなんかない
I'm sorry. Where are we at in this timeline? This is before the... No, it couldn't be before... It had to be after, because we saved her. But yet, how's she able to see this timeline?
誰がいつ不測の事態に遭遇するかわからない残された仲間はみんなで面倒を見るべきだ全員のためそして俺ら自身のために提案がある我々がこれまでに集めてきた物資を平等に分け老人や子供たち全員が食事を取れるようにしよう我々は絶対に負けないこの戦争を全員で生き残るんだ
Holy shit. The red tide's memory ends here, the illusion dissipates, and the clamor of voices suddenly vanishes. She feels relieved. It looks like this town was destroyed by disaster. The residents probably encountered an unexpected situation that forced them to abandon their town. Holding on to this assumption, Selena takes a few steps forward. The scenery around her shifts rapidly, and the time within the illusionary changes. This town looks more desolated now. Time seemed to have advanced by several months.
協定から抜けたいんだこれはみんなで決めたことだし俺が勝手なことを言っているのも分かってるでももし万が一グレートエスケープに間に合うのなら
The man's voice trails off. Another resident who has been silent finally explodes in a fit of anger.
グレートエスケープなんて大嘘に決まってるだろ
でも俺は空中庭園の招待状を手に入れたんだ
The town falls into complete silence, with only the broken murmurs of the distressed
俺の
residents.
ために兄さんが命と引き換えにこの招待状を手に入れたんだ俺は
俺は
生きられたらそれでいい大義名分を掲げて全員で生き延びようなんてそんな犠牲はもうたくさんだ
Holy shit.
してくれ頼む俺を生かせてくれ
Damn, even the NPCs got some good voice acting. The sobs and screams fade away from the shattered illusions, leaving only the biting cold that continues to beat against the
ア
ruins.
ルカディアグレートエスケープ
The strange yet familiar words hang on the tip of her tongue as memory begins to awaken.
いいか死の運命を押し付けられ見捨てられた者が故郷から逃げ出す臆病者たちを祝福なんだそりゃ新しい時代の喜劇か何かかこれ以上の侮辱がこの世にあると思うか空中庭園で生まれ無菌室で甘やかされてきたからこそあんな喜劇が書けるんだよよく聞いておけ 君のオペラは滑稽で、この世には存在しない事柄を書いた珍妙な喜劇だ。
俺のために兄さんがい
A flood of shards burning through her mind, but as the recorder, it is her duty to witness everything to the very end. The girl runs forward. There is only an abandoned plaza and its faded flag, its emblem unrecognizable. Time rushes by as the vision once again moves forward.
グレートエスケープなんて大嘘だったな。
確かにあの時、ここを離れた者もいたが。
そうさ、抽選、くじ引き、さらに来ねえ。結局どうなった？この町から出て行った奴は10人もいないじゃないか。
Silence falls over the square as if everyone knows where it's going.
率直に言うぞ。この町はこれ以上重荷に耐えられない。全員の生活を保障する？聞こえはいいが、現実はどうだ？ここに留まっていたって、この悲惨な戦いがいつ終わるか誰にもわからないんだ。もうこんなに長い時間が経ったんだ。こんなに長い時間がな。
The man's eyes burned red, his cheek deeply sunken from hunger.
よく考えてみろ。もしある日、侵食体の群れが襲ってきた時に、戦える奴がみんな空腹で動けなかったら。
In this vision, the crowd roars as the man on the stage extends his arm toward the people in the plaza below, provoking the crowd. This hysterical act is unusual. Selena realizes this is the dangerous frenzy that happens when a town is on the verge of annihilation.
危機はもう目の前に迫ってるんだ。俺らは真剣に考えるべきだ。
The man continues his speech, and crowd gathers increasingly fanatic as they wait for him to push the speech to its climax.
強者しか価値を生み出せないのなら、強者だけに生き残る権利がある。
違います。
Though she already knows the outcome of the speech, her emotions still drive her to speak up in protest. Sadly, a voice from the future can't change the past. The man of the vision gestures with his hand and yells out a declaration that would set the town's fate.
今から子供と老人を町から追放する。
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
戦力となり、この町を守れる者だけがここに留まる資格がある。
Well, that's one. Wait, voice in manga. Voice in manga. What's voice in manga? The girl. What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna play it. Oh, so we get a manga and a voice from this too. Okay, so we get a manga with the top of this. That's nice. Also in English, voice actor from the famous fighting game franchise called Street Fighter also told me that I strive to my goal to become a voice actor. Hey, nice. As long, like I said, as long as you got people who support you and people believe in you, the rest is up to you. The rest is up to you. Selena passes several collapsed walls and broken tiles before stopping with a withered apple tree. The soil, saturated by the red tide, can no longer sustain flowers, yet the loose earth still carries the warmth left behind by the lives that drifted away. She bends down, brushing the ground with her fair fingertips. She activates the Tempest Frame, ability to read tides again, and gently stirs up the untold stories of those who once walked this land. This time, she sees a little girl in the tattered clothes in the vision. Her limbs, then as kindling from the prolonged starvation, carries her across the wasteland as she scans the ground for any bits of food. Her eyes light up as she runs toward that small mound. The scars on her feet tear open and blood seeps out while she sprints. Damn! But the little girl doesn't seem to notice. Her eyes are fixed on the green apple hanging from the tree. She uses all of her strength to stack several scattered bricks and climbs onto the makeshift stairway. As she steps onto the bricks, the pain in her feet intensifies and the little face twists in agony. She clenches her teeth, enduring the intense pain as she stands on her toes to try to knock the fruit down repeatedly with a branch. She's just standing there! Finally, the wood loosens and her face lights up with a bright, joyful smile. The fruit falls from the branch and rolls down the slope. Ouch. Selena cries out without thinking. The red tide churns in the crater at the bottom of this small hill where the apple is heading. This little girl jumps down from the brick pile and chases after the apple as it rolls down the hill. Ooh! At that moment, Selena forgets this is merely an illusion, that everything happened here in the past, and runs after the little girl. Oh boy. Ah. Selena keeps running with only one thought. She must save this child. She will not let the red tide take such a young life. I mean, hey, I don't blame you! She finally catches up to the little phantom at the edge of the massive crater. Selena's fingers tear through the hollow illusion once more, and the little girl's silhouette at the crater's edge dissipates at the moment Selena's metal fingers touch the virtual image. Oh, she actually saved someone. Hold up. But as Selena's hand passes through the illusion and touches something, she finds an arm and grabs onto it. Oh, okay. Hey, you ended up saving someone. The illusion dissolves and Selena finally sees the reality. She's grabbing a female construct who was about to jump into the massive red tide crater. For some reason, the body of this construct in reality almost perfectly overlaps with the silhouette of the little girl from the illusion. Selena accidentally saves a Babylonia soldier who has been lured by the red tide and nearly jumped into it. The rescued soldier's face shows pure terror. She clutches Selena's hand at the crater's edge with desperation. Selena pulls the soldier up from the crater's edge with all of her might. A few minutes later, Selena, exhausted, and the female construct collapse onto the ground next to the massive crater. Oh! We could actually see her face! But I don't think she meant to have that face be shown. Yep. Selena comes to her senses and suddenly remembers the special circumstance. She quickly pulls up her hood and tries to leave. But the female construct has already risen to her feet and is walking to Selena. Fuck! Well, you can't say that, because now you're gonna get hit with the fucking purifying force. Oh, where are you from? Well, I'm just wandering. Oh, you're gonna get hunted down. Selena cautiously pulls her hood further over her face and speaks in a hushed voice. This frame is a gift from an agent. It's made of the red tide. She doesn't want to put this construct at risk. Well, that's also true. Karate? Before Selena can stop her, the female construct named Leah has already completed a series of rapid operations on the terminal with quick taps. Selena furrows her brows in confusion. She should have remembered this unfamiliar term with so many gaps in her memory. Completely baffled by why she knows that sequence of numbers, Selena tentatively pulls back her cloak. The azure core on her chest is clearer than ever. Oh, I wonder if it's gonna pull it up. After fiddling with the terminal for a bit, Leah apparently decides it's malfunctioning and tosses the annoying little device aside before turning to look at Selena.
空中庭園の番号なんだから仲間よね。とりあえず行こう。
Security check passed. She reaches out and pats Selena on the shoulder.
ダメ。
Selena instinctively yells out to warn Leah as she turns to avoid Leah's touch, but Leah has already made contact with her frame.
どうしたの？さっきの赤潮の幻影がまだ続いてる？
The construct before her clearly shows no signs of infection, and her frame hasn't warned her about excessive punishing and concentration. Damn it! She's still shaken. Selena takes a step back, her fingers slowly moving beneath her cloak. Beneath her bionic skin, the crimson color remains. That part of her body is still composed of punishing. The punishing hasn't disappeared, but why? She bends her fingers again, clearly noticing that the punishing in the air is no longer wrapped around her as tightly as it did.
パニシング。空中庭園。ちょっと大丈夫？鋼材隊のドクターに見てもらう？大丈夫です。
Realizing that something has changed, Selena forces herself to show a slightly stiff smile. She doesn't want to leave anymore. She suddenly wants to visit the conservation area. If she can control the punishing in her frame and be like a normal construct. Biting her lips, Selena finds a glimmer of hope, and she carefully monitors the punishing concentration around her while following in Leah's footsteps. She's found something! One step. The azure core emits a clear, radiant light. Oh, are we? Oh, I hope we're here. Are we in this conservation area? I fucking hope. 2 steps. The celestial light of judgment pours through the dome ceiling.
どうか教えてください。
Please tell me we're in this. Please tell me we're in this.
この劇の一体どこの部分があなたをそこまで怒らせたのでしょうか。
Also, the violins and setting the tone really nice. Hey, the opera, okay.
君はこの劇を通して何を伝えたい？
Damn, I'm gonna get hit with copyright right out of the fucking wazoo with these voice acting and then the music on top of this.
それとも死者を見下すかのような哀れみと同情を表現したつもりか？
You have a good level of infinity with titanium 193. Your concert surgery success rate is judged to be high.
親愛なるグレイレイブン指揮官。またあなたに手紙を書く機会があるとは慰めてくれてありがとう。受け取ったのは数ヶ月後だったけど、私の心は慰められました。あなたに言わなければならないことが一つあります。
Hold on.
今の私は
I'm slow to play out. 3 steps. Like a shroud of fog that gradually lifting in her mind.
空中庭園、こちらは交互招待。
Hey!
我々は宇宙ステーション内で正体不明の新型侵食体と快適。現在はその外角かけらを回収し撤退中。大量の敵に包囲されています。至急援軍を。
The last archaeological team member falls before her. I remember this scene.
頑張って。もう少しよ。倒れてはダメ。セレーナ、あなたは倒れたらダメ。
すまない。みんなを連れ帰れなかった。セレナ。
Forgot about this scene. It's been a minute since I've seen this one.
極めて重要な鍵かもしれない。必ず空中庭園に持ち帰ってほしい。
4 steps. Dust is brushed away from the like crystal ball. Embracing the black needle left by the familiar yet strange human, she thrusts it into the power source. Let everything end here. Looking up, she seems to catch a glimpse of the skylight. At that moment, all of her misery fades away. To see a world in a grain of sand and the heaven in a wildflower. 5 steps. The girl walks on the land. She hears that person call, and the conductor is calling for her. Everything is too beautiful to be true. Is the champion dreaming? Is this one of the Piper's dream, or is it an illusion shared by Connected 2?
あなたなの。
Now, was this part of Retrasivo di Fantasia, or was this part of her original first frame, or was this part of her affection stories? The sender of all those letters, her only emotional anchor. Papa B. Hey, sir, hey, that's us!
あなたなのですね。コンダクター。
A radiant smile blooms on her
あ
lips.
なたに送ります。孤独な黄昏と燃え立つ晩夏を、荒野を照らす寂しき月と激流に揺れる聖火を、私の瞳に映ったあやめが咲き誇るすべての記憶を、私の悲しみ、喜び、そして哀愁を、私たちが再び会った時に。
6 steps. She hears the whale's song. The world seemed to fall silent, leaving her alone, stranded in the deep sea. Suddenly, a beam of bright sunlight streams in. Selena has never felt this awake before.
私はセレーナ、アイリス。
Her fingers tremble involuntarily as she struggles to understand what has happened, but all redundant branches of this world seem to have been completely purged. She anchors her existence. She finds the connection point between herself and this world and rediscovers who she truly is. Her name is Selena. She is also Iris. She finally remembers everything, all the terror and despair, and accepts all the pain and confusion. So she finally remembers everything. About fucking time. And those memories are like jewels that she has kept hidden deep within her deep mind, carefully sealed away like a treasure chest.
ちょっと大丈夫？
Leah waves her hand in front of Selena's face with surprise, trying to bring back the day of Selena.
大丈夫です。ありがとう。
With her thoughts interrupted, Selena barely manages to contain her excited mind that's about to overload as she follows Leah. Ah, she's happy! After arriving at the conservation area, Selena asks Leah to borrow her communication terminal to contact Babylonia. Leah and the other members of Polorade readily agree. Oh shit! She runs to her terminal and, guided by her hazy memories, dials a number.
こんにちは。芸術協会ですか？
Ha ha ha! Ah shit. Money! We're fucking in this one! It's been a while since the last time you were sent to the Star of Life for your post-war syndrome. The military has intentionally cut Grey Raven's missions, but Silica occasionally gives you out some simple tasks as per your request. The follow-up will be transferred to the conservation area. Just as you finish up here and are about to board the transport aircraft, your terminal suddenly sends an urgent notification. Alan, what does he want? Why would the WGA contact me?
グレイレイブン指揮官、ちょっといいかな。緊急任務があって。
Mission from the WGAA.
軍にはすでに知らせてあるよ。先に君に状況を伝えておきたくて、時間がないから手短に説明するよ。地上で任務中の小隊が、機種番号は空中庭園のものだが、詳細不明の構造体を1体発見してね。その機種番号は、以前宇宙ステーションで失踪した考古小隊の隊員、セレーナのものだった。
Where is she now?
彼女の具体的な位置は後で君の端末に送ろ
う。Got it. But has the data been cross-referenced? Is it really Selena?
セレーナの機種番号を知っている者はごくわずか。それに地上からの映像を確認したところ、外見と機体は少し変わっているが、私はセレーナに間違いないと確信しているよ。
I see.
申し訳ない。少し感情的になってしまった。
No, it's fine. I can understand. Distant whale songs that get in your ears as scenes that you experience in Hamlet's resurface in your mind. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it had to be in the Retta Siva de Fantisia, but I didn't play it. Selena. Her dreamy name rests on the tip of your tongue. After saying it, you realize you don't know how to continue the conversation. What's the mission?
セレーナを連れ戻してほしい。それも無傷で。彼女の外見はかつて構造体だった頃とは別人らしい。それに彼女は宇宙ステーションの任務で犠牲になったことになっている。私たちはハムレットでクジラの歌を探知し、彼女がまだ生きていることを知っているが、この情報は芸術協会内部に留められている。あの映像の構造体は確実にセレーナだと言えるが、彼女の存在にはまだ説明のつかない疑問が多く残っていることも確か。空中庭園の軍部が正体不明の構造体を放置するはずがない。だから先手を打つためにニコラ司令に知らせ、君にこの任務を任せることになった。
Oh, you know this is of importance when he's able to fucking do this shit. He's like, I'm contacting you to bring her back at any cost. I see. Okay.
もし
Alan's voice hesitates. After a moment, he continues.
私の判断が間違っていて、単に昇格者がセレーナになりすましただけ、もしくはセレーナでないことが確実だったとしても、彼女は連れ戻してほしい。
The voice on the other end falls silent, followed by a soft sigh.
君の目で直接確認してほしいんだ。では、いい報告を待っているよ。
I got you. After that, the communication abruptly cuts off. Selena. You sit on the bed, thinking for a moment before reaching deep into your uniform's inner pocket to pull out a worn envelope. Oh boy, I can't wait to do the short film already. I'm already cooking up ideas. I'm already cooking up some ideas. It's an elegant letter with a beautiful iris stamp, written in royal blue ink with the graceful calligraphy and a classical charm. You open the wax seal that was carefully separated long ago and unfold the soft, smooth paper to reveal the familiar handwriting.
久しき人よ、どうか空の色を取り戻せるように。さまよう影帽子の中に、私はクジラの歌を聞いた。旅人、友よ、私はやっとここに戻りました。
This letter, delivered to your mailbox in the Babylonia Commandant's dorm at some point, has her handwriting down to the slight lifting of the pen at the end of each sentence. Running your fingers over the pen impressions on the back of the paper, you can almost imagine the exact pressure she applied when she was writing each stroke. Is it you, Selena? Your question receives no answer, of course. This time, I promise we won't end up just one step away again. You carefully fold the letter back, placing it back near your heart. We got a mission to do. Inside a nameless observation chamber, where galaxies flow like rivers. A silhouette passes by, raising a hand to stir ripples across a pool of stars. Within the rippling waters, she notices a faint dot of the light gradually growing brighter. She remembers this collection. It's one of the bright sparks she accidentally found during countless reincarnations. She never speaks of repayment for her acts of kindness, but if these bright sparks can ignite into beacons, she takes great pleasure in watching how they develop. Once, she used the red tide to reconstruct a broken construct, but with the timelines in disarray, the red tide slowly mutated and the lost traveler can no longer find their way home. A frame can be reconstructed, but memories and mind cannot be restored through physical means. The dreamy, fragile purple petals curl, forming a layered in a shape that they float within the glass dome. The pink-haired woman's face lights up with an intrigued smile. Hell yeah. Alright, chapter 2, let's do it. Dance. Ah, shit! Do we get to have a dance with her? After making that call, Selena feels restless. Oh, shit. The sky remains azure blue. The sunlight still is radiant. Yet, her heart burns with the torment of a soul awaiting the judgment of fate.
ここにいたのね。ずっと探してたのよ。
After forcing Selena out of the hiding of the dusty room, Leah recites the message from her terminal.
さっきあなたが通信した後、すぐに向こうから返事が来たの。彼らが言うには、その場で待機するように、グレイレイブンの指揮官が向かいます。だって。メッセージの差出人は芸術協会のアレンよ。
Oh God, I knew this day was gonna come. I can't fucking wait to do this short film. I got songs that are in the vault that I cannot wait to bring out. Ooh, shit. I knew this one. Ooh, shit. I can't wait to do this short film. Ooh, the songs. Ooh, I got songs in the vault that are ready to come to shine. Ooh, boy, I can't wait.
グレイレイブンってコンダクター。
Selena's heart skips a beat and she instinctively puts her hand to her chest. The signatures on countless worn letters surface in her mind. She can easily recite each letter and would never forget the signature at the end.
あなたがグレイレイブンってすごい大物じゃん。彼らを知ってるなんてあなたもすごい構造体なんでしょうね。
Leah continues to chatter away, but Selena is too anxious to listen to her. Ah, damn, poor Leah.
いえ、私はそんなすごい構造体ではありません。座標が書いてあった。地図にマークしておいたわ。ほら。
She quickly draws a simple map on the piece of paper. Selena takes the creased sheet and presses it tightly against her chest. Finally, she has never been forgotten by those in the starry sky. I ain't never gonna forget you! Whoa! Don't you? Whoa! Hey, we ain't never gonna forget! We ain't never gonna forget! You version. Huh? The roar of the transport craft dies down. After the boarding ramp lowers, the aluminum alloy cabin doors open. A rush of air flows in, carrying the scent of vegetation and earth. The surface air has a unique freshness that Babylonia cannot quite replicate. Even after the countless ground missions, something still stirs every time the cabin door opens. It's a good song. I really like this song. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm at an Italian restaurant, but it also reminds me that I'm at a winery. There's a winery where I'm at that we like to go to sometimes, and it's on top of a hill and overlooks like everything. And holy shit, this is reminding me of that spot where I'm just sitting there, sun's on my face. I'm with my mom, with the family, and I'm drinking red wine, eating some good food, and just enjoying the scenery. And then there's another winery that we go to, as well, and same thing. It's not on a hill, but it's like you can go anywhere in that place, and it's like, damn. It's a good memory. This song's a good song. I like this song. Oh yeah, I totally get the feeling. Yeah, it's a nice feeling. All right, here we go. After getting off the transport, you are about to look for the person in charge of the conservation area where you receive a message from Alan. I've never actually been to a winery before. That sounds amazing. Wineries are fun, but you gotta go with some people. You gotta go with some people to experience it. As a precaution, I've sent Selena to meet you. Wait. As a precaution, I've sent Selena to meet you at the abandoned theater nearby. Coordinates. You put away your terminal and tell the transport staff that you will be heading off alone for this mission. The person nods and lifts off, heading toward the other end of the conservation area. And just like that, you're alone. Iris. As the fog gradually disperses, the abandoned theater appears as a faint image on the horizon. Selena's version. Okay, so we got us just strolling through the conservation area in that, and then you've got Selena just rushing to it. Selena runs through the ruins. That's like a maze. She knows without a doubt this person is waiting for her up ahead, so she must hurry. Every second counts. All she wants to do is be by that person's side right now. Ah! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Her movements are too intense, and her damaged frame clearly can't keep up, but she doesn't slow down. Pain is nothing new to her, and she cannot miss this meeting.
Conductor.
She pushes open the auditorium door and steps into the desolate, trembling theater. But the silent theater is empty. Only her labored breathing echoes through the circular corridor.
コンダクター
Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! We taking our time. We taking our time. We gonna be there. She staggers for a few steps, calling out that name as she looks through the rows of decayed, crumbling seats. But still, there is no answer. Selena stands motionless, watching as tiny dust particles transform into specks of light with her movements and gently falling through the rays of the sun penetrating the crumbling roof. In her daze, the road begins to blur and tilt once again before her. Then, she finally hears it. Footsteps approaching behind. Come on now. Oh, wait, hold on, is it us? The doors to the theater stand slightly ajar. You raise your hand to push it open, but pull back in an instant. If it's Selena? What if it's not Selena? After checking your protective suit and weapons once more, you steady your breath and relax your clenched fist. Then without hesitation, you push the door open. The fog disperses in the sunlight. Dazzling morning light floods the entire theater, bathing the blue-haired girl in a golden glow. She stands on the crumbling stage like an opera performer mid-act. She is gazing at the sunlight streaming through the dome above. Strands of dark hair falls across her cheek, hiding half of her face and her expression. Noticing the sound behind her, the girl freezes for a moment, then turns around with a hopeful face. The human silhouette comes straight into her sight.
コンダクター
Come on! Ah! Come on! Come on! Her mind almost freezes, but Selena has no doubt. She once said that even if they've never met, she could recognize her pen's pale face at a glance. And she did just that. The girl turns on the stage, and her hair gleaming amongst notes of dust floating into the sunbeams. Iris. You've seen her face before in Whale Song and watched her archive footage from the WGAA many times. And Iris. Hesitation becomes recognition. The person before you, regardless of her appearance or what she's lived through. This girl with deep purple eyes, a clear gaze, and a demeanor gentle and resolute. She is none other than Iris, the one you've been exchanging letters with all of this time. The girl steps slowly forward. She stays silent, but holds out her hand to you. There is no need for words. The moment she reaches out, you've already taken her hand. Her touch is slightly cold. She seems to flinch, but noticing that the punishing levels aren't rising, she tightens her grip. Oh, please tell me we're gonna dance. She softly begins a hum of an unknown melody. Oh, hell no! Hold on! I've taken dance class before. We good. We don't stumble. We do not stumble. We are not fumbling the bag here. All right? I promise you that. We are not fumbling the bag here. We stick to our guns. We stay 10 toes down, and we double down here, and we follow in her footsteps. In the slow dance, the girl bows her head slightly, hiding the tears that fall from the corners of her eyes. Ah! Come on! Come on! She seems to want to say something, but hesitates and remains silent, as if she's afraid to break the tranquility of this moment. Iris, this is not a dream.
ごめんなさい。私、夢の中で何度もこの光景を見ました。
Oh, yo, they're playing this song? Oh, ah! Come on, bro. Come on. Oh, shit. Her dance steps are gently yet determined as she guides you to follow her rhythm.
ずっと会いたかった。コンダクター。
The girl's voice is soft, not wanting to shatter this moment. Welcome back.
私は
Ah! Fuck! I hate seeing her cry, bro! I'm going to fucking war! Woo! Yes, you are, Selena, you are.
場所に
You are here! Ah! Fuck! Come on! I'll bring you back to Babylonia safely. All suffering will eventually be cured in the tenderness of time. Selena falls silent, tilting her head back as tears stream down her cheeks. Please, please let me wipe them away. The sonata of illusions will finally reach its end in the notes of reality as light pours its voice upon the suffering soul. The lonely wail has found her way once more. You pause your dance. You still have plenty of time before the transport arrives. The warm evening sun streams through the glass of dome, dancing between the floor's blotches of light and your silhouettes, staining her hair gold. We must protect her smiles and let no tears fall, damn it. Oh, yeah. I gotta get a water after this, too. In this moment of tranquility, you sit at the edge of the stage, quietly exchanging stories of you. Of yours. They butchered this. Quietly exchanging stories that you experienced. It is a stretch of time that feels long, yet strangely short upon reflection. I'll be back. Gonna make food real quick. You're all good. All good. Have fun. Enjoy the food. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on. It's enough for you to share all the details of your journeys thus far, yet too short to hold on to those paths you've traveled apart. Okay, now this is very interesting. Now, okay, it's enough for you to share all the details of your journeys thus far, yet too short to hold on to the paths you've traveled apart. Now, this is very interesting. Okay. Gives me something to think about on the short film. Until an urgent notification sounds chime on your terminal once more. Oh, we ignoring it. No. Nothing's wrong. The transport craft is coming. A smile tinged with regret crosses her face.
ありがとうございます。コンダクター、今まで私が取り戻した記憶の中でどんな姿であなたの前に現れるべきか、まさかこんなみすぼらしい姿だなんて。
Oh no. You were not messy. Selena, you are as beautiful as the day I met you and I lost you. Yep. Not at all. I'm gonna redo that line. Not at all. You look beautiful, Selena. Just as the day I lost you. That is a quote from How to Train Your Dragon. This is Selena's courage and a medal that belongs to her alone. She followed her own path and finally weathered the storms in her life. The tempest has ceased, and Iris's rainbow has already appeared.
からかわないでください。
It's a beautiful name. The girl's iris purple eyes reveal a gentle joy in the sunlight. She's about to speak, but the sound of landing aircraft shatters in tranquility. You are about to offer words of comfort, but Selena suddenly presses her lips together, and gently brushes away the dust that has settled on her shoulder.
大丈夫です。私は戻ってきました。これから私たちはたくさんの時間を一緒に過ごす。
Without question, there is plenty of time ahead of us. The sound of the aircraft goes louder, and the girl becomes visibly anxious. You step forward, holding her trembling hands. Are you worried, Selena?
ごめんなさい。だって今の私は以前の構造体で亡くなってしまった私が 空中庭園に
Oh, I promise you, if people think you're a threat, I'm fucking rocking them. They are gonna know that you are not a threat. You are a blossom of a flower that deserves all the care in the world. I'll make sure that they know you aren't a threat. In your previous conversations, Selena had already explained the origins of her frame. Babylonia will have proper measures in place. With the cases like Kamu and Noen, Babylonia's research on transcendence is making progress. Alan had already contacted the Science Council. After arriving at Babylonia, Selena would enter the Science Council directly with a special status. Don't worry. I'll always be here with you.
はい
The childlike innocence has faded from her smile, but that hint of warmth remains. Neither tempest nor sudden downpours have managed to twist her spirit. After countless hardships, she remains the same Selena she was at the beginning. A strong iris blooming after the rain.
一緒に帰りましょうみんながいるところへ
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. We're almost there. I don't know if we're going to be able to start the main chapter tonight. We're going to fucking try, but we're going to try. But I got to get a water really quick, so I will be right back. Make sure you all get some water in you and use the restroom. Get some food in you if you need to. Be right back. Okay, I am back. All right, let's continue on, ladies and gentlemen. We are on episode 4. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Eye to eye. The transport aircraft takes off. When Selena arrives in Babylonia, Adeline immediately sends her to the Science Council for a series of meticulous examinations. Asimov hurries over as soon as the examination report arrives on his terminal.
彼女が今使っている機体は破損が激しい。コアと意識界以外は以前の機体のものじゃない。それ以外は機体というより赤潮で構築した特殊な造物とでも言うべきものだ。
A red tide creation?
ああ、空中庭園の現在の技術ではあの機体を修復するのは無理だ。彼女の状況とカムとノアンの状況は違う。
Oh, you fucking tell me we gotta kick her out.
カムの機体はパニシングに耐えられるが消耗が激しく、定期的に意識をカムイの機体に伝送する必要があった。ノアンの機体はただ昇格者に改造されただけ。
Asimov sinks into deep thought as he flips through the reports. Is there a solution?
ないこともないが、かなりリスキーだ。セレーナの意識界は構造体とつながっている。 意識界の完全性を保ちつつ、現在の機体の構造体のパーツを別の機体に移植させれば。
But a computer frame. But a caprico frame.
幻想機体は構造体のために作られたものだ。受覚者の意識界に適応するには、しかし前例がない。だからかなりリスクが高いんだ。もし今の機体を維持するとしたら、今の機体はほぼ破損している。赤潮で構成された部品のおかげでなんとか動いているだけだ。彼女が浄化塔の外を放浪するならこの機体で問題ない。だがパニシング濃度が低いエリアに入ると衰弱していく。
Gesturing for the two to look at the isolated Selena, as Moff furrows his brow and continues reading the reports. Inside the isolation room, Selena's face is deathly pale, and her arms hanging at her sides.
でも彼女はもう十分長い間さまよってきた。
Clearly, no one wants to accept this.
機体を交換するならすぐに取り掛かった方がいい。新しい機体の準備に時間がかかる。リスクが高いのなら。
Alan's brows furrowed deeply as he struggles to make a decision. Let's ask Selena what she thinks. He steps back and lets you activate the communication to the isolation room. Hey, I was gonna say, let Big Dog do this one. Alright, let Big Dog handle this one. Well, there's voice acting in game now. Oh yeah, Shark Fate. This it's her affection story, so her affection stories get voiced, and it's very nice. So happy to have you here. Hope you're having a good one so far. Hope you're having a good morning, evening, or good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Glad to have you here. We're doing her affection story first because apparently it's mandatory, and then we'll be getting on to the main story. But depending on how long this affection story takes, we might not be able to actually do the main story tonight, but we're gonna see. We are gonna see. All right, here we go. Over this part. Man, academics has been hitting so hard. You've caught up to where I am in the main story. Really? I was gonna say it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming since I knew I was gonna get to this point. It's been a minute, but we've got here finally. Desperately feeling weak, Selena still manages to smile. She notices Alan's troubled expression and asks gently.
ある程度状況は分かっているはずだ。あんたのこの機体は意識界とコア以外すべて赤潮で構成されている。改造案は一つ。空中庭園に残っているあんたに適応する幻想機体を改造し、この機体からまだ健全な意識界とコアを移植する。
あの機体は私のような受覚者にも適応するのですか?
After returning to Babylonia, she notices people from the Science Council refer to beings like her as constructs.
リスクは移植の過程だけだ。だが前例がないから 100% 成功するという保証はない。
Thankfully, I'm free on the weekend, so hopefully I can finish the entire story by then, though. Hey, well, I hope. I was gonna say I'm like right there with everybody else, so I wish you luck. I wish you luck.
科学理事会の受覚者に関する研究から推測すると、移植さえ成功すれば他に大きな問題はないだろう。交換後は消耗した部品を定期的に交換すれば、重篤汚染区域でも自由に行動できる。機体を交換しないという選択肢もある。だが、浄化島内の保全エリアや空中庭園に長時間留まることはできなくなる。それに、変異が進めば、あんたにはあと1時間20分考える時間がある。
Wow, an hour and 20 minutes?
機体を交換してください。
だが失敗したらおそらく。
Alan anxiously interrupts the conversation. Either out of respect for Mr. Flora, or for the duty to protect the members of WGAA, he doesn't want Selena to take such risk.
会長の気持ちはわかります。
Also, Poppin, hope you're realizing now that your stream is Your stream title was a lie. Time to rename it too. I tried to start Dream to the Endless Time, but failed. I could. We're only an hour and 22 minutes in, so hopefully hopefully we're able to get to it. That way we can at least see, like, hey, if we did start it.
それでも期待の交換を望みます。できることがあるなら、
You know what? We could do this though.
私は全て受け入れます。
There we go. Okay.
染色体になるリスクを冒してまで生きることに何の意味があるのでしょう。これ以上みんなに迷惑をかけたくありません。やっと記憶を取り戻し、過去と未来を見ることができたんです。私は私として生き続けます。もう二度とな。
Fuck! Only one who has seen the light can no longer bear darkness. She didn't answer out of the optimistic fantasy or naive complainants. Naive complainants, but because she had endured storms and hardship and had traveled darkness and deep chasms. Her resolve deserves nothing less than respect.
とにかくこれ以上考える時間は必要ありません。
Yes, I had to.
今すぐにでも機体交換を始めてください。
We better be here this entire time when this goes on. Surprised by Selena's decisiveness, Asimov nods and enters the adjacent room to prepare for the Caprito frame modification. Alan pauses before heading back to the WGAA to apply for joint development of Selena's new frame.
コンダクター。
In the isolation room, Selena struggles to hold on to the terminal. She calls out softly. Yes.
前にあなたが私に言ってくれた言葉を。
Are you referring to those letters?
そうです。あなたの言葉は私が空白の迷宮をさまよい今に至るまでの希望でした。
She clears her throat, her iris purple eyes gazing tenderly at the human standing beyond the window. Also, have you seen by next patch, we, alongside every other region in PGR, will be in full sync. We'll be celebrating the 6th anniversary together. Yes, I am very excited. I'm gonna do a watch party. I'm gonna do a watch party for when they stream that thing on YouTube. So we are gonna be doing a watch party on it. It's on Thursday, so it'll probably be like whatever time it ends up streaming on, is when I'm gonna be live for it. So we're gonna be doing a watch party for it. I'm excited to see what's gonna be all in the new content and all that fun shit. So it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a really fun time. I'm gonna make sure I have some popcorn with me or some ice cream, one of the two. But it's gonna be a fun time.
アイリス、芸術は人間性を守るための一番穏やかな手段です。今の自分を疑ってもいいけど、すべてを否定することはない。どんなに苦しめられても、あなたはもう輝いている。私たちは。
I remember this letter.
それは私が構造体に改造する決心をする前に受け取ったその手紙が届いたのはずいぶん後になってからでしたが、
A gentle smile curves at the corner of her lips.
それ以来私はずっと考えていました。でもどれも考えただけで終わってしまいました。前に会った時はあまりにも慌ただしくて。
Not at all. You were also beautiful then.
でもいいんです。私は完全な姿であなたの前に立ちたいんです。その時を私たちの初めての出会いにしても、その時にあなたに話したいことが。
Yes, sure you can, but why so formal?
ずっと楽しみにしていましたから。
Sure.
よかった。
A bright smile lights up in her purple eyes.
セレーナさん、あなたの機体からデータを収集します。データ収集室へ移動してもらえますか？
As you talk, a staff member gently knocks on the door.
わかりました。すぐに行きます。コンダクター。また後で。
Her last words fade into a whisper as she glances once more at the human. You pause before following the staff member out. See you later, Selena. The sunlight in Babylonia is as bright as ever. Since this is a special case, Selena has been placed in a Science Council isolated testing area for frame adaptation. No visitors are permitted during this process. The sealed letter with the familiar wax stamp and carrying a faint scent of iris lies quietly in your mailbox. Why you think of Oh, okay. While you think of ways to bypass protocol to see Selena. I mean, hey, we gotta do what we can to see her. Picking up my pen to write to you this time feels completely different. Never thought I'd have a chance to write to you from Babylonia. Although I've saved your terminal number, I want to tell you my thoughts this way. We're the most beautiful vessels, don't you think? Showman Helen joint development proposal has been approved. He's invited Miss Leone, who's participated in the Whale Song data collection, to co-develop this special frame. Whale Song, what a beautiful metaphor. Mr. Admiral says that to minimize any potential risk, they will build another capricious frame. Well, as much as I want to stick around, I'm currently in class running data to watch the stream. When the break's almost over, I'll be able to catch the stream during weekends, so yeah. Alright, all good, Truckfate. You have fun. Enjoy the class. Learn a lot. Be safe. And I will see you this weekend. Have a good time. Take care of yourself, Shark Faith. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on here. So that if any issues arrive during development, you can immediately activate the backup frame. Everything will be fine. Looking forward to seeing you. Yours, Iris. Feelings can be conveyed through written words, even if you can't meet in person. Your mind drifts back to long ago, when you were opening letters by the window in the FOS. A faint, woody fragrance mingles with the dazzling sunlight. When you were opening letters by the window in FOS. Okay, so we met her. So we've met Selena when we were in the FOS college, I'm guessing. Because I do remember doing her her affection story, on her first one. And then I believe I did her second. I didn't do her transcendent one because I didn't have her frame at the time, so I didn't get to do her affection story for her transcendent frame. But I did do her actual S-rank frame. From the desk, you select the carefully protected fountain pen. It's a gift from Selena. You pause in thought for a moment. Gentle light spills onto the soft paper, bathing each word that flows from your pen in a warm, tender glow. Everything will be fine. Looking forward to seeing you. Yours, Papa B. Hell yeah. Okay. Patrick! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, still in the FOS back then. That's what I thought. Okay. So, did they talk about this in Retina Evo de Venezia? Or did they talk about this in her transcendent affection story? Cause oh, actually, hold on. Okay.
I know you.
Okay. Thank you. Selena. So that's not it. Fuck! Swap. Where is she at? Yeah. Oh, I didn't do the 6th story. Fuck! I didn't do the 6th story. But I did remember doing all of these. Okay, let's go back to this. Side. Journal promise. Here we go. Okay. Episode 5. Here we go. Embrace. A solitary whale glides through the distant deep waters. I can use the rest of them after this one too. She hears herself lingering amidst ruins and sees herself wandering through the desolate wilderness. She witnesses countless sunrises and sunsets on Earth, where forests and mountains bathe in radiant light. She sees colorful clouds painted blood orange, soaring above the mountainous ocean. Man, we actually hearing this too. It's crazy. She witnesses countless moons, her waxing and waning measured the scale of life. She sees silence embracing cities and musical notes dancing through time. Clock ticks faster and faster as matched scars of tragedy and comedy descend from the heavens in chariots drawn by Black Panthers. Lost dreams finally awaken, and after the storm, a rainbow hangs delicately between heaven and earth. Selena. A call pierces through the suffering brought by calamity, dispelling empty illusions resonating from the dazzling sunlight. Selena. Inside the connection pod, Selena knits her brows tightly as she adapts to her new frame. It's not looking promising.
意識界の移植は終わった。過去に受覚者を適用した機体のデータと比較しても、現時点ではハムレットで保存したクジラの歌のデータに意識界を安定させる効果があるとは予想外だったが。
Comparing the data stored within the iris flower formed by the dots of light extracted from a hamlet, Asimov sinks into deep thought. Dashes flicker across the display screen. In the connection pod, Selena's fingers twitch slightly. Selena. Ah! God, you look good! Whoa! Her bright eyes sparkle with tender, lingering colors. She sees the human who has been watching over her, comforting her, guiding her all this time. All her pain vanishes beneath the warmth of sunlight. The connection pod opens slowly, revealing her like Sleeping Beauty asleep in crystal. She looks forward to this meeting, yet worries about her rebirth. A cold touch falls into your palm. Bro, she look good. God damn. Man, God, does she look good.
この光景を幾度となく想像しました。コンダクターに会った時、第一声には「はじめまして」は少し堅苦しいですし、「こんにちは」はあまりにも平凡で。
Her voice is like a soft and melodious song of Skylark.
ずっと心配だったんです。あなたに会うとき、私の姿が情けなく、みすぼらしいものだったらどうしようと。ですが、理想の自分とは触れることのできない彼岸の存在。
Clearly, Selena has noticed the scars on her shoulder. Oh.
そんな都合がいいことは起こらないでしょう。ちょうどいい時間、ちょうどいい場所。
I really like her
そして
design.
ちょうど完全な私。期待を交換する前、こんな私をあなたに見せていいのか悩んでいました。
Her lips curve into a gentle smile as she softly takes your hands in hers.
気づいたのです。私が望んでいるのは、ただあなたに会うこと。
Crazy. How crazy Skikon having so many possible waifu. Yeah. Yeah. But you can only have one! You can only have one. You can only have one.
あなたに会いたいがゆえに心配が尽きなかったのです。
Ah! Fuck! You know what? Hey!
初めて目に入った人がコンダクターだったことがすごく嬉しいんです。
You know what? I don't give a fuck if it was the perfect moment or not.
こだわりを
You look good. You look good. With you saying you look flawed, unfinished version of you, you look good either way. You know what? There's beauty in scars. There's beauty in imperfections. And y'all know I don't say those words very lightly. You all know I don't say them words lightly because they gotta come from the heart. They gotta come from the heart. You gotta mean it because those words hold value. Those words are powerful. And by God damn it, she does look good.
この瞬間を
Ah! Come on! Bruh,
コンダクター
I'm a happy man. I've missed you too, Selena. Time slips away quietly as you sit together. Selena whispers words too profound for any letter to hold. She tells of the sight she saw on the surface, of time wandering alone on moonlit snow plains and skies filled with countless stars, and of every poem she recorded in her tattered journal.
ちょっといいですか？
No, why are you gonna play the moment?
完了しましたが、説明しておきたいことがありまして。ごめんなさい。
Startled from your intimate moment together, a blush raises to Selena's cheek. Ah!
いえ、こちらこそすみません。
The staff takes out a report and gives you a brief summary.
ハムレットの中のデータを使って調整した結果、あなたの意識界は非常に安定しています。ただ、幻想をベースにした改造とはいえ、機体の開発期間が限られていて、機能を最優先したために機体の外観まで手が回りませんでした。
She gestures at the scars on Selena's shoulder.
コアと意識界をこの機体に無事に移植するためにはこれしか方法がなかったんです。見た目よりも実用性の方が重要なので。今は芸術協会ですが、元科学理事会2部所属のレオニーは反対して我々と何度も議論を重ねました。結局彼女が妥協せざるを得ませんでしたが。
So, is there a way to fix this?
芸術協会の意向に沿えばこの機体のデザインはまだ完成していません。これから少しずつ修正していけばよいかと。今のところ伝えておくことはこれぐらいです。質問がなければもうここを出ても大丈夫ですよ。
The staff member politely shows the two of you out of the testing area. Standing in front of the Science Council's main entrance, you exchange uncertain glances. Selena suddenly lets out a soft laugh. Gosh, you look good, bro!
なんてドラマチックなエンディングでしょう。
It sure does. What's next for you?
あなたと一緒に空中庭園を散歩しながら過去の物語を話したいのですが、機体の適用が完了したら軍に報告するように会長から言われているんです。
Would you like for me to go with you?
大丈夫です。お決まりの調査のようですし、私の住所は知っていますよね。会いに来てくれますか？
Oh, I'll come running. I got you, girl. I will. You unintentionally touch the scar on her shoulder. Selena gives a gentle smile before turning around and heading to the military building. Just as Selena said, it is indeed just a brief inquiry. According to Silica, because of Selena's achievements, the special nature of her frame, and the WGAA's endorsement, after confirming she knows nothing about the agent who modified her and finding no mind tampering, the Control Corps temporarily drops this matter, requiring only regular activity reports and confinement to Babylonia until threat clearance. Having finished some work and received what you asked someone to find from the Science Council, you look at the nice weather and decide that today is the perfect day to visit Selena. Winding through several streets, you follow the address from her previous letters to Selena's home in the residential district. Hold on, she got a home? Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be a gentleman here. You have to be a gentleman. You ring that damn doorbell. A moment later, the door slowly opens. The girl with the deep blue hair looks at her visitor with delight. Okay, hold on. I know I'm missing some lore here. I am definitely missing some lore here. What's the connection between us? All right, well, I know we knew each other from college, but like, I don't remember any of that being said. Do we know where this was set at? Do we know if this was read in Red de Recibo de Fantasia? Or was this set in an affection story that I missed? Like, what am I missing here? She steps aside, ushering you into the room. The room is simple yet cozy. On the table sits a bouquet of bionic flowers with a card. The card has vibrant colors and oversized letters that convey the writer's excitement. Welcome home, Selena, Isla. Noticing my gaze, wait. Well, pen friends, or some say they love. Hold on. Well, pen friends? You mean like potential friends, or like what do you mean by pen friends? Some say they were lovers. Some say lovers back then. So, some say that we were lovers. Others say that we were friends. Correct? Noticing my gaze on the bionic flowers, Selena explains softly with a prepared tea. I have a gift for you. After Selena's frame replacement, you went out of your way to find these gifts. Her clear eyes light up with excitement. Inside the box are a roll of special material for repairing construct skin and a can of special paint. It's just a little something. It's some materials for the repair frames. After these materials were developed, they were abandoned because they could only repair the surface without providing any medical benefits. You noticed the report while taking inventory of supplies. You had to apply a few times to get your hands on these. They're pretty much useless for other constructs. Although they aren't as good as your frame's original materials. They exchanged letters. Yep, they exchanged letters like a lover back then. Oh, okay. Okay, so we were well acquainted in college then. Okay, so we knew of each other. And I'm sure we've seen each other, but okay, good to know. But at least they can cover the scars that have been bothering her. Soft strands of hair cascade down, violating the side of her face as rose-colored light climbs onto her, bathing her in the brilliant glow. She gives you a gentle hug. Winning! Fuck! Don't mention it. Should we ask for some of the WGAA to help design a pattern to cover your scars? How to hear it.
芸術協会にお願いするより、あなたと一緒にこの機体を完成させたいです。
She turns to the side, brushing her soft hair aside to show the scars on her arms and shoulders. The wounds, not covered by synthetic skin, reveal internal mechanical structures like shattered porcelain pieces interlaced across her shoulders. Does it hurt?
痛くないですし、何の影響もありません。生き延びるための代償がこれなら、奇跡の傷跡と言ってもいいくらいです。この傷跡と共に生きる覚悟をしていたのですが。
Fuck! That sunlight reaches the deep abyss of your heart first. Following the instructions and with Selena's help, you carefully apply the appropriate amount of material to cover the scars. The synthetic skin feels slightly cold to the touch as the highly elastic, metallic-like materials absorb your warmth. It wraps around the girl's arms. You carefully cover all the scars with the remaining material. Selena bows her head slightly in the dark blue cascade of her hair, grazing your fingertips. Done.
すごい。傷跡がわからなくなりました。
She examines the new skin on her shoulders with joy. Next. Although this material adheres as closely as possible to synthetic skin, it's still different from her original skin tone. You specifically asked a member of the WGAA to buy special paint used for the frame coating. By painting on the seams between materials, you can conceal the cracks in the frame. You open special paint container, but pause before you dip your brush into the paint. What kind of pattern should I do?
私も何も思いつきません。まず、紙に下書きしてみませんか?
You spread a piece of paper across a small table. Selena stands beside you, thinking together with brushes in your hand. What about floral vines? Maybe you are inspired by Selena's hair ornament.
金と銀のぶどうで飾り、葉と銀色のあやめを添えて。
The girl's gaze, gentle and tender, lingers on the paper. Let's try this. We could do flowing arcs, then we could do winding and turning with silvery white patterns.
想像通り。
She holds out the paper up to the light, watching as the white vines bloom in the sunlight.
これを機体に書いてください。コンダクター。
I would be very much glad to. Sure. And I'll be careful. Oh my goodness, bro. God! Selena sits quietly in the chair as you stand behind her, brush in hand, tracing the pattern you created together from her onto her shoulder. At this angle, she can't see your expression, but she can feel the soft touch of the brush of the brush tip gently on her shoulder. Like a gentle spring breeze, the paint traces across her synthetic skin. She imagines your focused gaze behind her while tracing the gel-like material, bringing it to brilliant life. Springs merge with the rivers in the embrace of the ocean. The winds of the sky will always carry a sweet tenderness. The floral vines grow along her arms, filling in the wounds on her frame while also mending her battle-worn soul.
コンダクター。
Yes. Anything wrong?
いえ。
Reassured, Selena relaxes and puts her hands together. Warm light bathes the room in a gentle glow. It's all so perfect that she feels the need to confirm this is real. Thankfully, this isn't just another dream. Special gel-like paint quickly blends into the skin, completely covering the color differences.
完成したのですか?
Her emotions nearly overflowed as Selena pressed her lips together, eagerly awaiting for the answer. Done. Selena walks into the mirror and stares in awe at the girl in the reflection. Exquisite floral patterns climb along both arms, perfectly hiding her old scars. Selena is left speechless. Words seem too hollow to express her feeling at this moment. Her mind has never been more stable, not just because of the white patterns painted on her frame, but because of the person who cared about her every move. Do you like it? I hope I got everything right.
全く変ではありません。完璧です。 すごく気に入りました。
She lifts the hem of her dress and spins gracefully, showing her and you her new frame.
まるでアフロディーテの魔法みたいです。
It feels as beautiful as a dream, yet the sunlight pouring in, the gentle breeze from the window, and the texture of the floral patterns, everything tells her that this is reality. Her weathered soul has been carefully mended. She has already returned to the paradise that she belongs to. Show me a splash art. Ah! After taking photos of Selena using her terminal as she asked, protocol dictates that any modifications to a frame's appearance must be reported. After filling in the frame version, Selena stares at the blank space for a frame name. Anything bothering you, Selena?
この機体にはまだ正式な名前がありません。科学理事会ではこの機体を前と同じように幻想と呼んでいました。新しい名前を付けたいと思います。
She touches the floral patterns on the shoulder.
コンダクター、何かいいアイデアはありますか？
Well, let me see. Your gaze sweeps across the room, settling on the stack of sheet music on the table. Vague whale songs begin to echo in your mind as ancient Kowloon texts you've seen slowly rise to the surface of your memory. Great music is silent. Great forms are formless.
大音規制、対象無形。
Selena repeats your words.
コンダクターも九流の書物を読んだことがあるのですね。美しい音楽ほどより遠くで静かに響く。規制は無声を意味し、芸術は感覚を通じて理解することで初めて自然と。
Damn, that's been some game right there. True art doesn't shout, it silently becomes one with the world around it. That's some game right there. Holy shit. Selena smooths her long-haired sir by the breeze from her window, smiling. I really like this saying too.
規制、すなわち無声。
Pianissimo.
この機体を規制と名付けるのはどうでしょう。
It sounds beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay. I've got to use the restroom, and then we are going to continue on here. I shall be back very soon. All right, I am back. Also, I did look up. I did look up like the relationship between us. Basically, it was like a love story of what if, which is very interesting, and I am very excited to do the short film for this one. Then, if that's the case, I'm very excited to do it. So yeah, I read it. I read it while using the restroom. Makes me do wonder on some things, and does make a lot more sense now. When you saying pen friends, because I never knew that term because I've never written letters like that. So now it makes sense. Like, okay, we met each other. We didn't actually meet. We were pen friends, so we basically wrote letters to each other back and forth. We were gonna meet her for the first time because she was gonna go on stage, but we couldn't because we either had exams or on a mission. And then I believe we were going to meet again, but then she became a corrupted construct, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look. Yeah, we had several opportunities to meet. Each time something prevented it. We were busy with exams. Selena wanted us to pretend first performance, and the mission kept us away. And then that's when T asked for the opinion of becoming a construct. That's when we gave him like, you should. And then for the first time they met in our game storyline, which was when she became boss. We didn't know who the fuck she was. Which then creates a moment of high emotional distress. And then we do we later come to understand like, oh, this is Iris. This is the person we've been talking to on the letters. So now it makes sense. So I am very excited to see what's gonna happen here, and I am very excited to do the short film. So I'm excited. All right, here we go. Episode 6. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on! Oh shit! If they allow it, oh shit! Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time continues to flow quietly. As Selena is still in adaptation period for her new frame, she cannot take surface missions as dictated by the control court for now. During her free time, she often invites you to explore Babylonia together, as if trying to make up for lost time. Today's goal is the Opera's House that once staged the Arcadia evacuation. Times have changed. The Opera House has long since removed the special decorations from that original production. The luxurious yet classical stage no longer displays those expensive sets. Since no operas are currently in rehearsal, the WGAA set up a holographic simulator to make use of the space. It has a vast collection of operas from the Golden Age in Babylonia available for residents to enjoy. The girl carefully walks onto the stage. This stage has witnessed her glory and listened to her when she was lost. Do you want to revisit some memories? Or do you want to see WGAA's new plays? Sitting at the edge of the stage, Selena takes out an old journal from her bag. This is... As she opens it, a tampered letter falls out. A blush spreads across her cheeks as Selena picks it up from the floor, but you still manage to read the first line. It's a letter you once wrote to her, but the handwriting on this letter is more delicate. The girl's cheeks grow redder. She awkwardly tries to change the subject. So, what did you want to show me?
この私が記録した物語です。
She gently opens the yellow journal as if soothing the soul recorded within its pages.
受覚者とアカシオの力を借りて、私は数多くの名もなき物語を読み取りました。
Illusions and reality intertwined, she had witnessed countless joys and sorrows from within the red tide. Her thoughts take root in the soil. She has heard cries of agony and auguries of innocence.
私はそれらの物語を一つ一つ整理して、彼らの物語が誰にも知られずに消えていくのなら、私がそれを記録し伝えようと思ったんです。
As she turns the page, the briefly narrated stories echo from the deep depths of the earth. I do like that. That's a nice little detail. From the destruction of tiny villages to the decimation of cities, the ruins flooded by the red tide holds countless stories. The sorrows can only be conveyed through simple narratives.
これが最後の82号都市です。
Selena sighs softly as she turns over the page about a little girl chasing apples.
長い間、彼らはグレートエスケープを待っていました。生き延びるために苦渋の決断を下しながら。しかし、私はかつて空想の中で人間性の輝きをたたえました。そして傲慢にも地獄の試練を経験することで真の世界を描こうとしました。ですが、真の世界は本来描写されるべきではないのです。
Casting aside her confusion, she seems to have glimpsed a corner of the world's true meaning.
私は記録者になりたいのです。この世界の物語を記録したい。
If no one remembers, then she will record it. If no one knows, then she will pass it on.
彼らはかつてこの地球に存在していたのです。
You'll make an excellent recorder. I know you can do it. Beyond the book is a blank canvas waiting to be filled. She opens the first page, while silver lines of musical staff float around the prologue. The holographic projector unrolls slowly on stage, showing the hall of the famous Golden Age Opera House. Selena walks gracefully toward the piano and sits down with perfect posture.
聞いてください。私が彼らのために作った歌です。
I shall.
タイトルは名もなき者へのレクイエム。
Notes trickle like stars from the girl's dancing fingers. Yes, please! Finally! Let me witness this. Oh my goodness, bro. She look good.
コンダクター、
Let me dance with her. Oh. Selena.
先ほどの前奏、お気づきかと思いますが、いく
Yes,
つか音が外れていました。
I have.
内部のハンマーが3つありませんでした。そしてこんなメッセージが私を見つけて、
Easter egg note left by the
宝は
WGA.
忠誠なる騎士の誓いの中に、うららかな春の日の花畑に、そして灰を交わし笑いさざめく言葉の間に、芸術協会が残したイースターエッグですね。ミニゲームとして ホログラム装置に仕掛けていますから。せっかくですし、コンダクター一緒に完成させましょう。
Of course. Let us go find these Easter eggs.
テンペスト、トゥーランドット、アブ。ここにある台本はどれも有名な舞台劇のものですね。機会があればコンダクターの前でこれらを演じますね。
We have all the time in the world. Let's go. Oh, advance to the hall? Whoa, we can do that?
ハンマーがまだ見つかっていません。
Oh,
ヒン
okay.
トに従ってこの近くをもう少し調べてみましょう。
Good to know, good to know, good to know. The sword on the armor's hand was somehow replaced by an action. This is what the oath of the loyal knight refers to 2 locations ago.
忠誠なる騎士の誓いの中、剣の代わりにハンマーを持たせたのですね。
Holy shit, what a view.
まさか空中庭園でこの景色を再び見られるなんて。
Of course.
コンダクター、
Oh,
この
nice.
瞬間を永遠に留めてくれませんか？
Take photo generic coding. Oh! Yes! Selena. Hold on. I got you, girl. Hold on, girl. I got you. No, we want that one. I want it right there. No, I want it right there. Go like that. Got that. We got that. Oh. We can put a sticker. We don't need a sticker. We don't need a sticker. Ooh, we can do filters though. Nope, we don't need a filter either. All right. Obsidian Ballatier coding? Oh!
これは以前舞台のために用意した衣装。ホログラム装置が服を調整して今の機体に適応させたようですね。この衣装を着たのは何年ぶりでしょうか。懐かしいと同時に新鮮な感じがします。
Wow, I really like this coding. Oh, we're gonna do this one. I like this more, but we are gonna get close. We're gonna get close. We're gonna do this. We're gonna turn on the parameter again. We're gonna put it like that, and boom, and leave the photo. All right. On to the main target.
ここに謎解きと関係があるものはなさそうですね。ホールを調べてみましょう。
Whoa, what a crazy scene. Why are you dancing? Oh, are we dancing with her? Oh, let me take her hand.
コンダクター、一緒に踊りませんか？
Of course.
これは夢ではないと私に確信させてください。
Shall we dance? Ah! I can't wait to do this fucking short film, bro. I can't fucking wait. I'm gonna go crazy, dude. The songs I got in the vault are gonna go fucking insane with this short film. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And ladies and gentlemen, I do know how to dance. I know how to get down with it. I know how to get down with it formally. I know how to get down with it non-formally. That was such a good dance. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Selena carefully takes the iris and tucks it behind her ear.
片隅で静かに咲くこの子を見つけてくださりありがとうございます。
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody places this action on the grass on the corner of Malawi. This should be what on the bright spring flower fields mean. One to go.
うららかな春の日の花畑。謎解きの作者は想像力豊かなのでしょうね。まだ調べていない
The
のは
bar. We going to a bar? Okay. 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 I got you, girl. No,
ずっと
I'm a lightweight here. You're gonna have to bear with me.
座って少し休憩しませんか？ なんて穏やかな
Hell yeah.
この瞬間、この空間、この思いをあなたと分かち合えることがただただ嬉しいです。もう少しゆっくりしましょう。もっと知りたいのです。コンダクターのことを。
Well, you gonna dance in the short films? Ah, I can't do that. I can't do that because I gotta bring the immersion. I gotta bring the immersion of the experience. Express your. We ain't gonna do that. Express your joy of meeting her again.
コンダクター、私もです。この胸に宿る思いは熟成されたワインのように芳醇で空を埋める星々のように輝いています。あなたの近くであなたと一緒にいられるだけで私はもうどんなものとも比べられないほどの喜びを感じています。
Alright, I'm sorry, but if you look at her face right now, her little art on the bottom right, if you just put two cat ears, very nice. She would have she has that face of of one of those characters. I forgot the character's names, but like one of those characters, and you put like little cat ears. There's like those little goofy skins. That's something it reminds me of. Man, why we gotta talk about this one? Fuck!
コンダクターが後悔する必要なんてありません。だって私たちはあの時よりもっと多くの喜びを手にしているのですから。
No need of regrets. No regrets, ladies and gentlemen. No regrets.
物語の結末が円満であれば道中のすれ違いや後悔も
Wow, that's a crazy game.
でしょう。
If the story ends with fulfillment, then the mistakes and regrets along the way become nothing more than scenery worth admiring. That is some fucking deep messaging right there. That's crazy. Talk about something else. And share next topic. Star of Life VIP. Oh, I don't know much of these, but we can do this one. Well, after waking up in a hospital bed yet again, you discovered you... Oh, wait. I've discovered that I was made VIP guest of the Star of Life because of my frequent visits. Don't worry, I'm okay. let's see what else. Oh, I was invited to a confidential beta test for a holographic simulation by the WGA, but I got reported for cheating because I scored too high. And there's nothing more that I need to talk about. What was that laugh for? Okay. Oh my. Alright, let's do this. Check the food.
ホログラム装置が食べ物の香りまで完璧に再現するなんて
Vera!
本当に不思議
Is that you? What else am I missing here? Investigation points, check practice. Finish demo. Yes,
こ
Sirski.
れは
No!
記憶の彼方に消えたはずのエチュー
Don't let us go back. Don't let me go back. Don't let me go back yet.
本当に不思議ですね完全に忘れたと思っていたものがこのような形で突然蘇るなんて
I'm here. Oh, nice. Cool. We already got this. Someone placed an action among the belt. Looks like this is about among the talking and the laughing, we enjoy the wine.
ありましたこれが最後の一つ愛を交わし笑いさざめく言葉の間
What kind of wine they got? They got Pinot Grade.
に
They
戻り
got red wine.
ピアノを直しましょう
Yes, let us go back to the piano.
ピアノを修復しましたコンダクターもう一度完璧な演奏をお聞きになりたいですか
Mm-hmm.
では今回はコンダクターと一緒に完成させたいです
I do know a little piano. I may not be good at it, but I know a little bit. Oh, okay.
ご安心くださいまずは一緒に練習しましょう
Right.
手を鍵盤に置いたらあ
It's-
とは私に委ねてください
it has been a little bit since I've done the piano, so this practice will be nice. Bro, she look good. Well then, shall we? Oh. Single note, double note, single double, oh, single triple, single double, double double single, triple, single, double double, double, single, so actually, single, double, double. Hmm.
それではコンダクター
Whoa, hold on, goodbye. Whoa, 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 what do you mean goodbye? What do you mean goodbye? Bye. The show has ended and the night has sunk deep. Oh, okay, it's time for us to go to bed. Okay. It's time for farewells. The evening breeze grazes the streets with scattered lights, past the dancing shadows of trees that rustle softly in response. Beneath the artificial stars, Selena's skirt flutters, and the elegants arc gently in the breeze like a flower bud ready to bloom. More waves splashing against the shore. Tonight's moonlight is hazy and dreamlike. It feels like a waste to end your time together like this. But this seems to be the usual plot in all the plays she's read. Juliet loves Romeo deeply, but she remains calm and reserved. When it's time to part, she turns away with grace, quietly waiting the dawn. But what if she doesn't want to be calm and reserved anymore? Oh, hold on now. Selena is startled by this thought. Her heartbeat quickens. She lowers her head to hide her embarrassment. She hides her reddening face behind her hair and turns around before speaking again. Yes, Selena? What is it? She freezes when she lifts her head. She sees that the other person hasn't moved an inch. Did you need something, Selena? Her beloved stands quietly at her doorstep, even after saying goodbye. Still gazing at her, Selena's mind goes completely blank.
もう一度言わせてください。私の声をたどってくれたことに本当に感謝しています。
It is anything for you, my lady. She tries to ignore the flutter in her heart, yet her parched lips can only produce meaningless excuses.
あなたがいなかったら私は記憶を失ったまま誰にも知られずに。
No, she didn't mean to say something so shallow, but that person has probably already guessed her true feelings.
コンダクター、もう少しここにいてくれませんか?
Her racing heart makes her body act before reason takes over. Selena gently tugs at the person's sleeve. She abandons the reserve that has bound her until now.
さっきあなたが私に近づいたように私ももっとあなたに近づきたい。約束していただけませんか? 明日も明後日も遠い未来も今日のように私のそばにいてくれると。私たちはあまりにも多くの時間を失ってしまいました。この先の1分1秒を私はすべてをしっかりと感じたいのです。
Oh, I can't wait to do this fucking short film. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do this short film. Oh, it's gonna be so fucking good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Of course I will. And all of that is behind us now, Selena. Our future is right here.
はい。
Selena lets out a soft sigh of relief, her heart growing calmer. Her fingers brush past her hair as she removes the iris that has always been there.
このあやめを受け取ってください。
Under the glow of the street lamps, tiny specks of light reflect off the crown of the iris.
お返しというほどではありませんが、でもあなたに受け取ってほしい。こんな風に あなたのそばにいたい。
She trembles at the unexpected touch, but soon decides to respond to it. Your hand moves through her silken hair, leaving the warmth of your touch upon her face. Sorry, that was probably a bit sudden. But I want you to know that you belong right here. Don't be afraid. We'll get through every challenge together. I will never leave you alone again. Selena.
あなたを信じています。
She carefully holds on to this warmth, burying her cheek onto your hand.
たとえどれほど遠く離れても、その言葉を心の奥に刻みます。あなたの約束の言葉がある限り、私はもうあなたのいない無限の闇に落ちることはないのですから。
After repeated tests show that her frame is safe and her mind stable, Selena is finally allowed to join the task force for simple surface missions. Selena softly sighs when her feet touch the soil once more. She never thought she would set foot on this blue planet again. Wild vines keep across the crumbling walls soaked by the red tide. This place has been deserted for so long that even birds fly here anymore. Withered yellow grass snaps under heavy metal boots. The boots stop moving for a moment in front of this abandoned, duplicated theater. Wow, who are you? The red-haired woman seemed to sense something. She extends her finger to touch the wind. Oh, is this the woman in the painting? She weaves the currents of the wind in the conductor's baton, playing a melody that belongs to time itself. After finishing work, Selena sits upright in her tent in the conservation area. She dips her fountain pen in royal blue ink and ponders for a moment before writing the first line of her letter. Her thoughts are still forming, and the silver pen tip pauses. Selena furrows her brow when she notices a shift in the wind's direction.
時間が
She hears the sound of time and information blurring together and jarring notes being played. Grey Raven Lounge, Babylonia. Having finished their task, the Grey Raven Commandant is sound asleep. No one notices that the iris placed on the desk turns transparent before dissolving into the speck of light and fading away. Whoa, 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 hold on now. And the entire world is also about to be nurtured and reborn in this darkness, reborn anew. Okay, this is setting up some crazy stuff. Line spacing 0 days since the completion of the New Earth Codex. Line spacing 1. Line spacing 1 day after the completion of the New Earth Codex. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay! Well, we did it. We get to actually finally start the actual main story now. So it's going to be very interesting on actually getting started with this now. Okay, I'm ready. Granted, we are like starting this on the late end of the stream, but you know what? That's all right. I'm excited either way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to do the main story. Let me do this. Starting the leave this faction story, then doing main story. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready. The music that hits the story drop was some of my all-time favorites, and I listen to them at least once a day and every day. I can't wait. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 1, Improper Thought. Let us begin. It's been quite some time since that weird post-war syndrome incident. Everyone seems to know how you caused trouble at the start of life because you were too worried about your members' safety. Even colleagues occasionally tease you about it. Hey, let them talk. Let them talk. Everything seems to be back to normal. Many see this as a sign that reclaiming the homeland is going well. This should have been something worth celebrating. It should have. The only tension is the elusive, obscure sensation. It happened uninvited on a remarkable day, and has since taken up, stayed in your heart. These are the very clear symptoms of an overexertion. The tests show no other problems, so I won't give you any meds. Rest is the most effective. Take some time off if you can. The Star of Life doctor continuously scrolls through the test reports on the screen, offering reassurance. Still tasting the lingering shadow looking in my heart. Oh, wait. Still tasting the lingering shadow looking in my heart. I can only give the doctor a short response. Thank you. I will. After the test results came out, friends who learned... After the test results came out, friends who learned of my condition sent kind messages. Soon, many asked to meet up. You wake up in a rare afternoon with no missions and days for a long while. You open the calendar and memo to see Isla's name written under the circled date. Dome says magnificent. Realm solemn inside the elegantly decorated opera house, every seat is filled. On the side door of the main hall are posters of recent productions, classic operas from both before and after the Golden Age. Evidence El Firo, El Linkinisimo di Patiria, or Pipapia, etc. And in the center of the tight's main, Tale of the Grey Raven. Rhythmic verses and lyrics resonate in the hall. Blood red and blinding, shadows coil and creep, and a mallow drips with hungry teeth. Gunsmoke burns the air and scattered shots grow rare. The area of defense hangs by a thread. As the music continues, the performer's gestures grow increasingly bold. You are lost in the music, sense sudden movements beside you. Isla sits beside you, leaning over slightly. She whispers for you without taking her eyes off the stage. You are about to go on stage. I specifically asked for the prop master and director to make you stand out more. Well, that's... Before you can finish speaking, the stage light suddenly overlaps, illuminating performers who are lost in the shadows. Oh god, okay, let's see. How do I want to do this guy's voice? Fear not, do not worry, the Grey Ravens are here. Eliminate the enemy, rescue our allies, and advance at full speed. At the Commandant dances on the stage, all characters twirl around them, pushing the story towards its climax. This must be an embarrassing... You let out a soft laugh as a mixture of mild embarrassment and vague memories wash over you. Yeah. 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 You can't quite remember all the details, but the people you met along the way remain vivid in your memory. Pretty good, right? Yeah, absolutely magical. You pause at the actors who are wearing familiar makeup but not quite accurate costumes at the stage. The rousing scene ends, only with one person remaining next to the character known as Commandant. She stands in the spotlight, pouring her emotions to the audience, and seemingly also her lover behind her. Oh, time. The moment she speaks, the surrounding noise gently fades, sounds become distant and ethereal as the stage seems to move closer. Bro, if that for me, I'd be burying my face in my hands for a moment just to glance a glimpse of the shot. I'd be laughing. I would be laughing. I would be laughing, but I'd be smiling. The actress's beautiful, flowing lyrics wrap and distort the surreal experience. At first grates on your nerve, and suddenly becomes clear and focused. Then it changes into a completely unfamiliar voice, a clear and crisp sound filled with emotion. Hey, music sounds good. Oh! Your smile that just appears fades. A subtle tremor and anxiety run through your body like you've missed something important. In a daze, the lead actress seems to change before your eyes. Her face becomes blurred, yet somehow you can so manage to see her elegant beauty. Everything else disappears as if only two people remain in this world. She turns her gaze towards you. Poppin' P? Poppin' P? Poppin' P! Ugh. Your thoughts are interrupted as an external force turns your head. You see Isla's worried expression. Are you okay? What happened? You look terrible. If you're not feeling well, let's leave. No, You gently take Isla's hand and lower it, mumbling incoherent words as your feelings are too jumbled. You look back at the stage. It's fine. The performance continues. Everything on stage is going smoothly as if what just happened was an illusion. Outside the opera house, the cold wind hits your face, clearing your mind. The afterimage of your hallucination during your performance is fading, leaving behind the uncomfortable void. Your emotion dissonance remains despite the doctor's advice. Instead, it sits in the void, nodding in acknowledgement. You respond with a soft sigh as fatigue sets in. You stop at the doorstep, pinch the bridge of your nose, and slowly crouch down and let out a long exhale. Here, it's hot. Thank you. You take the drink and scoot over. Isla sits down beside you. Sorry, was that a bad script? Did the lines make you feel uncomfortable? Several scriptwriters are Grey Raven fans. They've always wanted to tell your story, but there are too many confidentiality restrictions. Not bad. Was a bit awkward, but not bad. Especially the last two lines. Oh, those two lines are actually quotes from the famous author's work. Isla laughs as she springs to her feet, moving with the light, graceful steps. She closes her eyes, her body swaying with the wind as she dances, finally extending her right hand gracefully before her. Do your worst, old time. My lover shall be young forever in my poetry. Before I can join in with her impromptu performance, Isla decided to stop and furrowed brows in deep thought. Isla? I'm fine, Commandant. It's just that I, just had a strange feeling just now. It felt a little weird. Because it doesn't sound like something you would say. Something like you will remain forever young in my paintings would be more appropriate. That sounds like something you would say in a dangerous situation. My response helps Isla shake her hesitation. She laughs softly. Isla steps back and makes a camera gesture at you with her hands with one eye closed. That doesn't sound too bad, you know? If you don't mind, Papa P, you should quit your job and become my model. Well, what's the pay like? Any benefits? How about loads of free tickets to musicals and art exhibitions every month? I think I'll pass on that. I don't have much time off work anyway. Oh, come on, humor me. Don't you think musicals and art exhibitions are awesome? Wasn't there anything about tonight's performance that moved you? Isla's question brings back the discomfort that was almost undetectable in our casual exchange. That strange feeling waves at me, asserting its presence. That last performer. You try to recall that brief image, but it has already faded, leaving only vague unease. Do you like her, or did you only enjoy her poetry recitation? I can get you an autograph if you want. Neither. I think I mistook her for someone else. I just wanted to know more about the character she was playing. I don't seem to have anyone like that in my life. Ah, she was playing a fictional character. In the play, the heroic protagonist needs comrades to fight together, and also needs someone who understands them. A soulmate? They actually asked for my opinion, worried that they might offend you. I told them as long as they don't make a specific reference, Pop and P wouldn't mind having a character. Isla blinks playfully. Her smile clears much of the lingering melancholy in the air. It's a shame, really. I wanted to take you to a different performance, but the script had already been indefinitely suspended for some reason. By the time I heard it, it was approved. The performance group was already rehearsing it. Sadly, their schedule never seemed to match your breaks. Suspended? Was there a stage accident? No, musical theater is quite different from the Arabic performances, though this play does revolve around war. It's called The Arcadia evacuation. Isla clears her throat and changes her tone. Oh, blood and blades. An impressive battle it was, and my brave comrades, but the fight is yet over, for our land is corrupted still, I'm afraid. So stand behind your homeland, you shall guard and defend. Stand, Guybound and home intend, stop us from bitter and earth shan't. It sounds good, but it's kind of content. Oh, don't worry, scripts for themes like this go on through every strict review process. The WGA understands that war and suffering are serious topics and should not be used for fame and fortune. They've always been extremely cautious. Before it was suspended, the Arcadia evacuation actually received extremely high praise. The author's plot design was incredibly intricate, using many clever devices to convey their understanding of the Arcadia evacuation as a historical event. Though it may differ from history, it's certainly a good story nonetheless. Oh, then what exactly was it suspended for? Isla freezes at the question. She can't seem to decide if she should speak. You forgot? I forgot? But that's normal, right? Why is this a question? I don't know either. Isla smiles with a furrowed brow and finally shrugs to dismiss the thought entirely. I feel like I should remember. No, I've definitely heard about it, but it was probably just a rumor. Or I wanted the strong feeling that I know about it, even though I can't remember the details. As Isla speaks, she turns her head to look behind her. Following her gesture, you turn around to see several posters in the Opera House entrance. The Arcadia evacuation grabs your attention. On the poster, a young girl stands on her back to the view, hands clasped in a prayer amidst ruins. Gazing from a distance, a fleeting thought enters your mind. Line spacing 1, okay. Iris. Great, you're still alive. A cold voice echoes among the rubble. This is interesting now, okay. A disheveled figure lies trapped between broken stones among the ruins. The voice pierces through her foggy consciousness as Iris struggles to move her body. She crawls to her feet and looks toward the voice. She finds a device between the scattered fragments of what looks like an armor. Yeah? Iris murmurs as she stalls her system's restart, struggling to maintain the functionality of her damaged frame. Such affection. If I were there, I would do everything I could to respond. So, Inoria Luea. Or Nora. It's Nora Luea. Sorry, the E silent. Our long stand-up is finally giving a result. You've stopped me so many times, but this time I managed to stay one step ahead. The first act, titled Abyss, has ended. The hostile voice from the device also sounds sincere. Give up. I don't want to hurt you. This tug-of-war is pointless except for the waste of time. The play that's meant to perform will eventually be staged. This past cannot be changed. I can make countless tries, but you only need to fail once for everything to end up like this research institute. Iris looks around. Among the rubble, blood-stained clothing is vaguely visible. Her tired voice carries a hint of sorrow. You're right. I can't always get here in time to stop you. But she doesn't stop. She walks toward the communication device, with each step becoming more confident. Why do you insist on continuing when you've already understand the situation? What's the point of tiring yourself out and sacrificing yourself? Is a choice like that even worth anything? Or maybe you want to escalate this conflict and draw in targets that weren't originally part of my plan? No, Luea. Abbas was the first and will be the last. Iris walks into the communication device. She places her hand to the core of her chest, gently sweeping across it. A brilliant blue light emerges. The radiance turns into lines, creating a pattern in the void. As the light fades, a musical instrument materializes in its place. Iris sits casually in the ruins as music arises from the instrument. Oh, it's useless. Whatever you're relying on, it will eventually. You suddenly hear disoriented notes and strange distortion spreads off from Iris. It spreads so fast that it seems to cross space and time before reaching the other end. What did you do? Iris freezes after hearing Luea's astonished reaction. She takes a few breaths to calm herself, then slowly raises her head to speak. No matter how hard the conductor and I try, even if we stop you, we can't revert the damage caused by the battle's aftermath. But what if we use a different stage? What if we, a completely isolated stage? Whatever you do on there, no audience will be harmed. You can't do that. You can't even catch my true form, let alone... The voices fall silent after realizing the problem. Yes, We did have trouble locating you before, but now... You destroyed the Abyss Research Institute, altering a critical node. The world was hurt, and it remembers you now. You're crazy! You're coming alone! Listen to my new piece. For my next performance, it'll just be you and me. Ivor's voice interrupts in Nora's Luea's low growl. Something changes as the musical notes resonate through the air. She tilts her head to gaze the moon through the gaps in the ruined building. The moon lit and the sky freeze for a moment as her notes reach them, as if asking a question. Why are you doing this? Iris lowers her eyelids, answering the world's question in her heart. Because even a flower wants to shield the one it cherishes from wind and rain. Conductor has been through enough. Okay, now, does she know of everything that we've been through? Like, does she know of the shit that we went to from the Hetero Tower? Because if she does, that does make me have to make some pivots. But I need to know, does she know what we've been through? A story that can end behind the scenes shouldn't be brought to light, since the ending is already fixed. Abyss Research Institute. Line spacing 1. Line spacing 2. Good night, world. Goodbye, conductor. I swear to fucking God, if we leave you, and if you die, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. See you next time. These words end in chat, and you set the terminal aside. You grab dinner with several colleagues after parting ways with Isla. You talk until late into the night before going back to the dorm. What the fuck? We talk with people? I didn't know we had colleagues like that. The table was covered with gifts, including several brought on behalf of friends who couldn't attend. You feel happy reading through the letters that came with the gifts. Paper is better at transmitting sentiments than electronic data. You carefully label each letter so you can put them in the mail cabinet, but as soon as the cabinet door opens, a pile of letters falls out. You bend down to pick them up and see your name as the recipient on all of them. All the wax seals are broken. You pause for a moment before opening one letter. The grease paper inside is completely blank. Only the stamp of the WGAA rests quietly in the corner of the paper. WGAA. Feeling puzzled, you open the cabinet door again to check the label. The space is definitely for the incoming mail, not outgoing. Why are there so many blank letters here? And they all look like they've been opened and read. After thinking, you decide to put the letters back in the nitty pile. You take out fresh writing paper the moment you close the cabinet. Your motion is fluid, as if closing the mail cabinet and writing a reply to someone is a habit, instinct, a natural consequence of countless repetitions. But as the pen meets paper, discomfort makes your hand freeze, even though you've already know the opening lines and just need to write them down. It should express well wishes because the recipient is always wandering. It should share amusing stories from the night's musical performance because the recipient enjoys discussing such things and always has insights to offer. Should also include... There's so much to write, but... The recipient. Who is it? Bizarre, the sentences rising once more. It crouches beside your ear, gazing silently at you. It is trying to remind you that this isn't bewilderment. It isn't a daze, and certainly not confusion, but... Your gaze falls to the edges of the paper where the WGAA stamp enters your vision. Logic fades as the poster of the Arcadia evacuation abruptly jumps into mind. Suddenly, it departs, leaving behind a barely noticeable sound in your ear, something between a soft sigh and a mocking laughter. Shaking your head to dispel the discomfort, you open your terminal as you ponder each word. Oh. Wait, Isla? Okay. Isla, hi. Thank you for your invitation today. The musical was fascinating. I really enjoyed it too. After writing out all your thoughts on this evening, you hesitate before adding on one more line. I wonder when the Arcadia evacuation we talked about today will be released. If it's convenient for you, let's watch it together. I still have a bit of free time left. Before returning to duty, I'd like to have a meal with you. dream to the endless time. So this makes me wonder if we're sleeping or in a dream. Time does not flow in cycle for humans. It flows in a straight line. This is why humans can never find happiness. Because happiness is the longing for repetition. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do episode 2, and then that'll take us to the end of the stream. That'll be it for tonight. So, alright, here we go. Episode 2, Operation Theater. Isla responds to your earlier message, so you come to the WGAA with the drinks you forgot from the shopping district on your day you agreed upon. You arrive at Isla's private studio on the 2nd floor and notice a framed poem hanging on the wall. Royal blue ink flows elegant letters like spring buds, subtle and tender, blooming against the cold, hard wall. I'm sorry, what? You freeze at the words. They stir a faint tremble in your thoughts. You touch the edge of the frame, your fingers gently caresses it, before reaching the label beneath. For WGAA. A few characters on the label have become blurred due to the passage of time or the carelessness of a cleaning staff. You ignore the blurred words without further thinking and keep walking toward Isla's room. Okay, so this makes me wonder if whatever Selena's doing is trying to get us to remember some stuff. I have a feeling that we're in like I wouldn't say loop, but we are in a dream of some sort, to where it's like we forgot Selena, but we know we haven't forgotten her. But yeah, that's my thought right now. Is that we are in a dream, and the woman Eleanor is trying to, or Nora is trying to actively fuck something up. As to what, I have no clue, but I have a feeling Selena's trying to prevent that so that we can remember. Isla sits before the several portrait sculptures in her private studio. Her body is perfectly still as her fingers gently trace the facial features on one. She doesn't react to your movements. After watching her for a while, you notice her pupils are not focusing. She's lost in thought. We will be a gentleman here. Isla is startled. She blinks in confusion before coming back to her senses. Oh, you're here. When did you get here? Earlier. I hope I didn't disturb you. Oh, not at all. Even if you did, it's fine. You're always welcome here. Isla casually pulls up a chair for you to sit down. That is a fucking disgusting sound. Are you working on something? You're not actually considering putting something into your painting from our earlier conversation, are you? Haven't I already done that? Isla chuckles softly and tilts her head, continuing to gently caress the figurine. After a moment, she begins to explain. I've been feeling inspired. In my dreams, I keep seeing a silhouette. A field, yes, a field. And in a dream, there's this vast open field with lots of flowers, many different kinds of, well, so many of them. That person, though, is standing among the flowers. Sometimes she's just standing there. The sky in my dreams is always dim, so I can't see her movements clearly. Several times her silhouettes become so ethereal that it seemed to merge with the sunset glow on the horizon. I wanted to reach out and hold on to her, but I can't get close. I feel like I know her. She shouldn't be in such a lonely, desolate scene. As she continues, Isla's brows furrows and her voice takes a hint of urgency. Who is she? Why is she there? I don't know. It's weird. I can't explain what I'm feeling. As you gently pet Isla, her body gradually relaxes. Take your time. Don't rush. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. It's just I've been dreaming about this so often lately, and it feels like... Isla gives up on explaining and lets out a sigh instead. Have you tried drawing this figure? I did try, but... Isla scratches her head, leaving traces of paint on the tips of her hair. The rest of it turned out fine, but the face, no matter how hard I try, I can't capture that feeling from my dream. As Isla speaks, her fingers trace over the eyes of the human sculpture, as if trying to capture the elusive spark of inspiration hovering over just beyond her grasp. Oh, that's why you were staring at the sculpture. Isla makes a soft sound in agreement, turns around, and rubs her temple with a frown. Yeah, so now I'm stuck. It's not a big deal. It happens all the time in creative work, whether it's painting or writing. Time nurtures beauty. Her fingers slide downward, and Isla snaps out of her thoughts. Oh, right! Would you like to see it? It is in the back. It's still just a rough draft, though. Of course, without question. Isla nods happily and begins cleaning up her supplies. Your gaze follows her movements. Art supplies are spread across the table. Almost every time, items bear the WGAA stamp, and you suddenly remember something. Oh, hey, I have something to show you. You take out a blank letter from your pocket. You were going to ask Alan, the head of the WGAA, about it, but he seems to be off work today. Isla pauses for a moment, wipes her hands, and puts on a pair of clean, transparent gloves before taking the letter. She looks at it carefully. Is this a letter? Oh, what's wrong with it? Did you know where it's from? The paper does have a WGAA stamp on it, but I can't tell if it actually came from the association. Our stationery isn't just for general use, it's also available through Babylonian shops. Wait. Isla stops where the letter paper catches the light at the particular angle. Did you find something? Isla examines for a bit longer, then shakes her head and hands the letter back. No, I just thought it looked familiar, but that's normal since our association's paper. Sorry, I don't think I can help you. Is it urgent? I could connect you with someone who specializes in authentication. Okay, then let's go inside. You walk into the inner room with Isla. She heads straight to the humongous far wall where thin white cloth hangs. Wow. Is the entire wall covered? Yep. Isla glances back with a smile, clearly enjoying your impressed reaction. She gently tugs at the corner of the canvas. The white cloth falls like a waterfall, revealing the breathtaking artwork behind it. It is an enormous waist-shot portrait featuring a woman in blue and white dress with a cluster of iris flowers on one side. Only her face is blank, as if deliberately erased. Isla tilts her head up toward the blank space and lets it aside before getting all ready to introduce it. This is what I was telling you about earlier. Huh? Poppin' P? A deafening roar catches like a tsunami against your ears. Isla's voice becomes muffled and indistinct. The moment you see the portrait, that strange discomfort returns. An overwhelming impulse takes control of your body and makes you move closer. What your eyes see overlaps with what your heart feels, both struggling with a name that refuses to take form. Who are you? It's that weighty in the painting. Miss Iris, I'm at the loan, but he's not here. What should I do? We're running out of time. Oh, don't worry. Records show he's booked for today's performance, and his car isn't at his residence. Iris smiles and nods politely at the people passing by while reassuring the female voice in her earpiece. We have 20 minutes until the performance. Audience for events like this usually arrive early. Relax, Dandelion, relax. As they speak, a waiter and security guard notice Iris. They exchange a look before slowly walking toward her. I'm leaving the rest to you. I need to step away for a moment. Believe in yourself. You can do this. Iris turns off her earpiece and casually turns to blend into the crowd. The waiter and security guard pick up their pace. Ah, shit. She's being chased. Dandelion swallows hard, and amid the static of her earpiece, she carefully navigates between the rows of seats in the hall. She locates her target soon enough, but... is this someone else's seat? Oh, that's Dandelion? Was not expecting that, but you know what? We take it. Yes, row 12, seat 16. This is the seat I was assigned. Did you check your ticket? Perhaps you could take it out to check? Weird, I was sure this was my seat. I'm sorry, let me ask the staff. The woman looks at Dandelion's ticket with confusion before getting up. Dandelion exhales in relief. This should give her enough time. Dandelion sits down, tentatively glances at the man reading beside her, and ponders the best way to start a conversation. To her surprise, he speaks first. Misdirection may be a verbal skew, but lying is an entirely different matter. Deceiving others is unforgivable. Eurydice, a classic opera, returns to the Dynasty Theater after 3 years. Tickets priced at 30,000. Amounts between 30,000 and 100,000 qualify as substantial sums under Article 266 of Criminal Code. However, this is the law from Orient, which I've been studying recently. For cities, amounts may differ, though I imagine not by much. No, wait, that's not... The man closes his book and looks at Dandelion with a scrutinizing gaze. Madam, this ticket you just presented as evidence is fake, and your deception techniques are terrible. You've been glancing at me since you sat down. I don't consider myself particularly charming, so this must be about business. A musical plagiarism case, financial inheritance. Aha, I see, a chemical pollution lawsuit, correct. You're a spokesperson for Megu Corporation. Wait, stop. I think you've got the wrong idea. The man shakes his head and sighs. I understand the situation is urgent, but tracking me down like this is uncalled for. Didn't my firm publish a notice? I'm currently working for the United Government and have no capacity to take on new cases. Would you just listen to me for a moment? Caught off guard by the man's assumptions, Dandelion unintentionally raises her voice. Go ahead. I'll let you make up another story. Who's making up? Fuming, Dandelion raises the booklet in her hand only to lower it again. You're so annoying. Why did Iris tell me to... Okay, fine. I am here for you. See, I knew it. I'm not here to hire you for some case, though. And I'm definitely not sent by that men something corporation. I'm here to save you. Hurry up and come with me. Your life is in danger. Danger? What kind of dumb new scam is this? He barely finishes. A strong tremor shakes the entire hall. At the same time, Dandelion's earpiece reconnects. She's here. Dandelion, just take Jonathan and go. Jonathan? Haven't we heard that name before? I gotta piss out the wazoo. We gotta finish this. Did we get to have gameplay of her, finally?
Dandelion, do you read me? Have you spotted the target?
Ah!
Not yet. I'm in the lounge on the right side. It's crowded here, and I'm still looking. Sorry.
In that case, stick to the plan and check the room on the left.
Ah, it's so nice we get to hear her voice actress. Don't get me wrong. The voice actress for the JP does a phenomenal job. I just prefer English. It's nice for me. All right, here we go.
The security system here is as sensitive as ever.
Oh shit, we can actually use her. Oh! I'm shooting the bed already. I don't know any of her moveset here. Holy fuck. Oh, we got fucking yoinked by the blue shit for a while. Whoa! Hair turns white! Oh, she's got different pieces.
A bit of improvisation.
Yo! Holy shit, bro. Her shit doing crazy work. Let me dodge, please. You bastards.
A bold, defiant balloon.
Ah! Okay.
The overture is done. Time for the main movement.
Oh, wait. Is she floating? Wow. 1 second. Ah! We're good. I thought someone was knocking on my door. Wah! Okay. Let's go back to this. Is she floating? Yes, she is floating. Okay. Well, she looked good with the white. ONG bows. Nice.
Dandelion, what's the situation on your end?
There seems to have been some commotion just now. Security personnel are trying to calm everyone down, and some of the corridors have been closed off.
Looks like we'll need to find another route.
Oh, okay. Critical Q. Her playstyle is mainly 3 ping, 3 ping, 3 ping, blue orb, ultimate, hold dodge. Of course, there's more, but I don't want to turn this into a book page for messages. You good? Oh, we could jump? Yo.
Breaking through wouldn't be difficult, but it would cause a bigger commotion. Better to proceed with caution.
Didn't we? Oh, okay, never mind.
Breaking through wouldn't be difficult, but it would cause a bigger commotion. Better to proceed with caution.
Let's check this one. Probably gonna give you the same answer.
Dandelion is responsible for the area ahead. Time is limited, so let's prioritize other locations fast.
There's a lever. And there's another lever. We're probably gonna take this one.
No response. Has the security system locked it down completely?
Okay, guess we're taking the other way. But I also feel like we're gonna take that door.
The device here still seems to be operational.
Never mind, we're taking this way.
This theater is a maze. If something goes wrong, guests can't easily escape.
Oh, why do I still have my mouse here? What the fuck? Ah.
Breaking through wouldn't
Oh,
be
okay, you're just gonna
difficult.
give me the same
It would
damn
cause a
thing.
bigger commotion. Better to proceed with caution.
Yeah, gotta go the other way. I really like her design. Her design is really, really good. Oop.
Something doesn't seem right. Is that Luya? I
Luya.
should confirm.
Luya. Okay, that's the name. Luya. I thought it was
The
Luya.
placement of these objects seems a bit strange.
Do the books first.
Pages are missing from the books here. The posture of this plaster figure has been clearly distorted. That doesn't seem right. Perhaps I should look around for more clues. That doesn't seem right. Perhaps I should look around for more clues.
Let me go this way. Three wine glasses on the table to indicate some people had a long conversation here. Now I put it back on the table.
The posture of this plaster figure has been clearly distorted.
Which one? The fuck? Oh. Did I do it?
Pages are missing from the books
Fuck,
here.
I didn't do it.
The posture of this plaster figure has been clearly distorted.
Guests are sitting around the dining table. On the table is a note that says something. Please serve the desk. Oh, I didn't read this part. Far left, middle, and closest to you. Far left, middle, and closest to me. Oh no, that was right. Yeah. I didn't do it. Did it not do it? Nope, it didn't do it.
The posture of this plaster figure has been clearly distorted.
Far left, in the middle. Oh, that was the what? Now that's interesting.
This sheet music, it's severely damaged, but it looks restorable. Leave it to me.
Hey! Oh shit, we're playing. I do like that we do get to hear the classical music.
Whew, that felt like a good performance.
Ha! Nice. Now we can do this. And I have a feeling we're going to be fighting them here in a second.
That should do it.
Never mind, we're not fighting them. Cool. Moving up we go. Oh, wow.
Jonathan.
Oh.
And Dandelion's here too.
Crazy cutscene already.
She's here. Dandelion, take Jonathan and go.
Ooh!
I need to get to the second floor quickly. Is there anything? Ah, the lift from earlier.
We gotta go that way. I do like the cutscenes. They're getting better and better with their cutscenes. They've come a long way.
I can't
can't afford to linger here too long. Trust this is magic. Offer this song.
Why are you blocking me, fucking signs?
The overture is done. Time for the main movement.
Ow.
Trust this is magic. Offer this song.
Why are they blocking me? That is now the third time I've got blocked.
Dandelion, meet me at the exit.
Complete a stage. The Dionysus Theater has lost its elegance. Decorations fall and sculptures lie toppled over. Even the ceiling is at risk of collapse. The well-dressed guests now scramble toward the exits, their screams and wails blending into a harsh, chaotic clamor. Jonathan feels something grab to his sleeve as he passes a corner. Go! Not that way! What? Why? The exit is that way. Follow me! The short sprint has left Dandelion breathless because she is used to sitting on a chair all day at work. You should explain the causes and consequences when making demands, allowing others to decide whether to agree or disagree. I'm not your defendant! Very well, Miss Pluckton. I believe following the crowd is safer than the enemies are targeting us. Wait, Dandelion's upbringing barely helped her swallow the curse that she are brewing at the tip of her tongue. Dandelion catches her breath, grits her teeth, and warns the man. Why would I need to stay away from the crowd? Because the enemy is calling for you! Why do you think I went out of my way to warn you? I appreciate the gesture, but without further evidence, I'm afraid I cannot. Suddenly, a shriek erupts from behind them. The whale gets closer in the blink of an eye, and Jonathan's face turns white. I find your testimony extremely convincing now. I'll follow you. Jonathan hastily quickens his pace. After a few steps, he turns to grab Dandelion, who is struggling to keep up. Let's go! Thank you! The exit is right up ahead, but before they can relax, a rush of air pressure surges from behind them. Watch out! Ahead of the blood, they see a swift blue light dart past, piercing the monster behind them. Right then, a car with its engine still running skids to a halt in front of the exit. Hey, she's driving the whip! Hop in! Jonathan sits back in the back of the speeding car, occasionally glancing behind them, still trembling from the ordeal. Dandelion, sitting in the front, rummages through the glove compartment before passing the medicine box to water to Jonathan after taking some for herself. Metalor. Within moments, Jonathan visibly relaxes. We should be safe for now, right? Yes, everything is in the theater was just her extension. We should be fine now that we've shaken them off. Iris speaks in a soft, low voice. Madam, are you alright? You can call me Iris. Now, why are we calling her Iris when she goes by a different name? Iris gestures towards Dandelion, and the passengers see that she speaks. Dandelion? Also known as Miss Plantuff. Hello. Dandelion cuts Iris off and extends her hand with an expressionless phrase. Jonathan awkwardly takes her hand and introduces himself. Hello everyone. I am, hi, Mr. Nicknamed Jonathan. We know you are. Dandelion casually withdraws her hand as she wasn't the one who just crushed his fingers, then opens a notebook. Oh! Jonathan, 31 years old, born in Fast. Holds titles as Professor in International Political Relations and Expert in Internal Geopolitical Strategy, Special Consulting Advisor in the United Government's Internal Legal Office. The sass is hysterical. It's fucking funny. She's like, oh, Mr. Current work and involvement in brain legal provisions in preparation for the revision of the New Earth Codex. Dandelion looks at Jonathan, then asks a question, emphasizing each word. Is the aforementioned information accurate? Meticulous, precise, and completely accurate? Very good. Now then, Dandelion. Iris calls out to Dandelion, her voice weak and fragile. Can you drive? Of course. I'm sorry, I didn't notice. It's okay. Iris nods and stops the vehicle. The two quickly switch seats. Iris adjusts her seat and closes her eyes. Her breathing quickly becomes steady and rhythmic. Seriously? Shh. Keep your voice down. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Let Iris sleep. She's exhausted. Well, okay. Okay. as much as I would like to keep going. We're gonna end it off for here tonight. We made some good progress. We're starting the main story off a little crazy, kind of confusing what's happening, but I'm sure we'll get clarification later as we go on through the chapters. We will be continuing on with this story on Saturday morning. We have let's see. So as I'm reading this chapter, the short film is getting pivoted left and right. I am constantly making pivots on how I want to do this short film. I am for certain how I want to do a certain section of the short film. But once I get more clarification on how this story ends, how it goes, and what happens, I'll get more clarification on how I want to proceed with the short film as a whole. But for now, right now, it's more set in stone for seeing the interactions between us. But yeah, so far enjoying the story, really enjoying Selena's character as a whole. I really enjoy it. And that's really about it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for tonight. We've made really good progress, like I said. Anyhow, I'm gonna let you all go. I don't want to keep you guys here any longer than needed. I will be live Saturday morning, 6 a.m. from 6 to 9. If I am up to it, we will continue. We will go longer than that. It just depends on how the pacing of the story goes and if I really enjoy it to continue on with it. So, anyhow, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a good morning, a good evening, and a good night wherever you may be. I will see you all Saturday morning, 6 a.m., where we'll be continuing on with the main story. Dream to the endless time. I'm out. Peace. 07 child to tune into the next stream. All good, all good, all good. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad that you were able to stay awake for all this. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all Saturday morning. I'm out. Goodbye.